night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Now let me see you Now drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor then. Now lean
nothing. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
Hey man, just wanna let you know that sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you gotta shut the fuck up.
I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up.
I remember when I lost my mind. Yeah.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Coming to you from somewhere. Who the fuck knows where I'm at? Oh my God, the psyops are rolling in as fast as we can count them. We're starting to fall for them, though. I got True Few back here. What's happening, True Few?
Good, man. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah. Sound good.
All
5
right,
by 5.
Good. I'm doing great, man.
Black Rifle Coffee. I tried some. They went up. They had this brand at the place that shall not be mentioned. Bad place. Walmart. I hate that fucking place. But the wife had to go there to get some kind of yarn or some shit. And, well, I got to pick up coffee anyways. And they had that Black Rifle Coffee. Not bad. Not bad. It's doing the trick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've seen the picture that's going all over the place on the on X of the aliens or whatever talking to Trump. Trying to get these to come up here. Let's see what's going on. Let me get my X. Let me just do a quick refresh here. Why is this? There we go. They have been everywhere. People have already begun to make AI generated videos, but apparently, let me see here. I'm gonna see if I can't pull these up. This guy was talking about it, some hippie dude on Rumble. This is the photo. Okay, so now here's what they did. This photo appeared, I guess, on Truth Social. Trump posted it, or the White House posted it. I'm not really sure. Anyway, one or more of what would be considered an authoritative source posted this picture, left it up for just a little bit, and then took it down. But of course, anybody knows that as soon as you post something, somebody's got a record of it, right? And so they're going, who are these beings that Trump is meeting with? They posted this and then immediately took it down. Wonder why? Well, exactly for that reason. So you'd go, oh, look, they posted this and they suddenly took it down. Oh my God. Right? Come on, man.
Yep.
It's PSYOP 101. You know, what's going on, Roger? Roger Ledwell?
I don't know, but there's these like massive sonic booms all over the United States that people are believing to be a meteor that went over Antarctica and exploded. And it's starting to send these rocks all over and create these sonic booms in like Michigan and South Carolina. And
we had some sonic booms that were the result of thunder here today.
Oh, yeah, that does happen, yeah.
But no, I haven't personally witnessed it. When I start hearing shit like that, it's like always in other places, you know. And I'm like, okay, sure, right.
They got video of one of the so-called meteors catching on fire and then burning up way up in the upper stratus. So, but I don't know if it hit the ground or not.
They never hit the ground. They never fucking hit the ground. Okay. They always blow up a few, 100 feet or 1,000 feet above the ground, and nobody ever finds anything either.
it makes you want to really wonder what's going on right above us, like the motions of the heavens, plus, like every once in a while we'll get like these sporadic meteors or whatever you want to call them, give by definition, but it does happen every once in a while, sometimes like clockwork,
Thank you, KK Westbury. It was on the default microphone. I don't know why. I didn't fucking change it.
I've done that last time. They call me rookie every time I come on, and I have that problem. Like, rookie, I'm muted. I can't even get on at the default my microphone.
I wonder why it wants to do that. It's stupid. I check it, and it hasn't changed it in quite a while. What did I see? Oh, up in Heron Song's area of the woods there too. I've got somebody had a Bigfoot sighting. It's pretty clear. So we'll get into that here.
Aliens and Bigfoot all at once, man.
So let me see here. This is the picture that was. This was. I couldn't even scroll 3 pages on my X feed without anything but this photograph. Apparently, it's kind of like and on my thumbnail, Sean Hawkins, he reposted this video, this live stream, and said that I was an anti-Semitic piece of shit.
Oh, nice. Well, he's challenged me to a debate.
And you saw what the name of the show is tonight, right?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Okay.
So I said, "What are you talking about? Are you admitting that Kazaars masquerade as Jews?"
That's all.
Are you?
Did you hear what I said? He's challenged me to a formal debate on a neutral platform. He wants to debate me.
Well, tell him to get it set up then.
Yeah, get on it, man.
He'll expect you to do all the fucking work, see?
I ain't doing that. No.
He ain't worth fucking debating. He don't have nothing.
No, I know. It's funny. It's just like, why are they all coming after me now?
Well, you can make water behave in a manner dictated by the globe in large substantial volumes, or you can't, or you can prove a fluid pressure system without physical containment. And that would include using gases, not a gas. Gases, a mixture. Okay? Maybe then you'll figure out where your fucking gradient comes from, dumbasses.
Well, does he have a pressure gradient in the desert? Is it different over a swamp, or is it over a desert, or what? Yada yada yada. I mean, depending on
what
no
idea
gas is produced there.
They don't have any idea. They take their little phone and lift it up in the air and say, "See, there's a pressure difference." Okay, so what?
Or he takes a piece of paper and blows on it. And goes,
yeah, that was a good one.
The Bernoulli's principle.
Never once realizing that the physical barrier between the two areas, stupid fucking guy. Anyways, enough of him.
So where did this picture come from, Saw?
It was either the White House's X feed, or Trump's Truth Social. I'm not sure. I think it was from White House.
Straight
out. It said they posted this and then immediately took it down.
Sure.
I'm like,
that's a likely story. Yeah.
Sure. It's like, well, no, you didn't know. You have to know what you're posting. It's not like you accidentally sent a dick pic to the wrong person or some shit. You're putting out a public post to the world, and you didn't realize it was a picture of Trump standing there talking with these weird guys or whatever. And I don't know. Who is that? Edgar Winter?
Yeah.
We want to hear Frankenstein.
Is this the troglodyte? I think it is, the gamer.
I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, he is.
Asmon Gold.
Yeah, Asmon Gold. Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I just saw some hippie in a tie-dye shirt, and I was like, okay.
He tried to tackle flat Earth and make us look bad. He just made himself look like a cuck in the process.
No, he is a cuck.
Anyway, let's just see what he says about this.
I guess these are the Agarthan emissaries. Ooh. I think that they are the Agarthan emissaries. Trump has been meeting with them privately to facilitate the transition into Hyperborea. But this is going to take some time, right? It's obviously it's not overnight. So they've got to keep things a little bit quiet. And so this is it. The vampires, yes. And so these are the Agarthan emissaries, and they've come to deliver the good word. Couldn't this just be AI? No, this is not AI. I think some of these other ones are AI. I'm pretty sure this one. I mean, Trump's pretty tall. They must be tall as fuck. Yeah, the average height in Agartha is 6'10". Okay, like that's average, right? For just like the your average everyday guy. I guess this.
He's an expert on the Agarthans and everything. He's been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been there.
Video game. Yeah, he plays lots. So that's all he does. He hasn't left his living room in 30 years.
Wow.
That's why he's got hair so long.
It's so dumb. So dumb. Oh, and did you see the now here's the thing. Okay. Who knows why they make swimming pools blue? Besides it being an aesthetic color.
That's a good question. So you can see the green algae when it's growing in there and stuff?
It'll grow faster.
Yeah.
Listen,
Maybe.
pot works the same way. The red and blue spectrums are what that fucking thing eats.
Makes sense.
It does. Okay. Algae, red or blue light spectrum causes it to grow faster. Okay. So you got to buy more chemicals. Well, dipshit Trumpty Dumpty didn't realize that this isn't one of his fucking resort pools, man. There's no chlorination system in this thing. Okay, there's no chlorination system. So, I mean, look at this. This is terrible.
Yeah, I'm thinking tidy bowl man kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, when you that's why you can always smell where the pool's at, right?
Chlorine.
The chlorine. Okay, well, there's no chlorine system in this thing. Okay, so what you did was you were angry because there was algae growing in it, and so you drained it out at an exorbitant cost, had somebody paint it with an algae promoting color, and then fill it back up.
Yeah. Brilliant. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be the bluest blue you've ever seen. There's never been a blue quite like this blue.
That's why they make swimming pools blue. So you got to keep buying more fucking chlorine and bleach and all the shit to clean the algae and all that shit.
So the reflecting pool's not reflecting very well, is it?
Well, and the thing to remember, it's not the basin that's causing the reflection. It's the water, which has no color.
I know.
So what the fuck is he going with this, man?
Yeah,
he's just a retard.
I had to explain it to my girls. They're like, "Is water blue like that normal?" No. And I took them in the kitchen and ran a sink full. Now look at it. Is that water blue in the sink? No. Well, water doesn't have any color. Water's clear. It always has been, unless you add something to the water. Or, it's reflecting the blue sky. But
what is this? Oh, so the UFC was going to have a UFC. It said fans at the Lincoln Memorial started chanting "Fuck you, Dana" after the UFC White House press conference got delayed. I mean, there's people actually care about this shit? Really?
I guess so, yeah.
Fuck you, Dana! 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 Fuck you, Dana!
Look at all those meatheads, dude. They're all waiting for it, man. It doesn't remind me of Let's Go, Brandon.
I know,
the UFC,
right?
The UFC's only American champion is not very Israel friendly, and he was calling out Trump and the Epstein stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's a crying shame.
Oh, that guy's dead.
He's a goy, right? That's what you're saying. We got a goy UFC champion.
Yeah.
Wow. You want to see something fucked up? I don't think I would want a ball this bad.
been hit by, you've been hit by a smooth criminal.
That dude right there that caught it one-handed with a fucking baby in his hand. That's what the hell.
He should be playing for the team, dude. He should be out there on the field.
God. Anyway, let me get over to my little page here.
So, Sob, who's your favorite shortstop of all time?
My favorite shortstop? I don't even know any shortstops, man.
How about
Listen,
Steve Martin?
I don't fucking like sports ball.
Sports ball?
I find absolutely no fucking interest in any of it at all. Now my dogs are really entertained by a ball being thrown around. Me, I'm not. Really not. Just.
Well, I'm kind of somewhat of a fan of a couple of football teams. And I know a couple of baseball players. Let's put it that way. That's about as far as my fandom goes.
That football is about the gayest damn thing I ever saw.
It is. But, I mean, back when I was growing up, the San Francisco 49ers, they were like a big team. Everybody was pulling for them for the most part. They had a legacy, built an empire out of it, I guess. And it was always on TV. And I like some of their wide receivers. They could catch balls amazingly. That's all. Nothing to do with the gay part of the sport, like, grabbing each other, piling on each other.
This is a big old dog pile at the end of the day, right?
But I think Jerry Rice was a really good receiver. If I had to pick one,
Okay.
like hands that could just grab anything, dude. It was pretty amazing. That's about it. So the athletic part of it.
Here's somebody's already made an AI out of this fucking thing. Look.
Here.
Now keep in mind, people are believing this. There are. People are saying, "Oh, what's the meaning behind this? This was posted and then immediately taken down." And you know what my response was? To get you to do exactly what you're doing right now. That was the whole reason to do it. Oh, it must be real. They took it down. They didn't want us to see it. If they didn't want you to see it, it wouldn't have went up in the first place. They haven't accidentally posted the fucking Epstein files.
No, they haven't.
Right?
Yeah.
God damn, man. People are believing this shit too. They're believing that Trump's actually in cahoots with aliens or some kind of shit, like that dude in the tie-dye shirt. Yeah, man, those guys they have this and they eat this, and he knows everything about them from his Star Trek alien manual or whatever. See, this is where these fucking people are child-minded people, man. Most people do have the mentality of an adolescent. I'm not kidding you.
Here, on the South Lawn, we are witnessing something truly extraordinary. Two Nordic elders, 444 light years, carrying the cure for every disease known to man.
Oh, fuck you.
And they have wandered into the territory of the apex dealmaker. Oh, this is a rare privilege. Watch closely now. They reach into his mind, expecting layer upon layer of deception, and they find a single image, perfectly clear. It is him, wearing one of their jackets. In 11,000 years of contact, no species has ever tried to buy the uniform. And now, yes, he is offering the taller one a fight, on Sunday's card. The elder has declined. Good Lord, he has lowered the offer to the prelims. They came carrying the cure for everything. They are leaving with 2 tickets to the ellipse, not cage side. He does not give away cage side. Wait, he has seen us. He is looking directly at us. He's pointing at the camera. He says the footage is licensed. He says we owe him. Run. Run!
Trying to cut a deal with the fucking aliens.
I'm sure he was. And those weren't actors right out of Central Casting neither.
Oh, yeah.
They're right from Hyperborea, man. I'm telling you. 11,000 years worth of it.
So not only that, there was the thick whites that he met with too.
The thick whites. Oh yeah, there you go.
Thick whites.
We are building a fantastic future, better than anyone has ever seen.
There have been reports of a new alien species said to be similar to the tall whites in many ways, except for a few key ones.
And what is this new species called?
The
Ass so fat, make me act right. Dick wide. She can make it clap all night. I can see her ass in that sundress. Pork chops bland, but the pussy wet. I ain't fucking with a skinny bitch for longer than a minute.
Well, what's the name of you and Cubby's place up there? What's the candy? What
candy shop?
Yeah, they'd be great additions. I'm telling you.
Okay, so Heron, this was up in Canada. All the rest of you Canadians, this was up in Canada supposedly, and it was a Bigfoot sighting.
Sweet.
See what you think about this.
Whoa.
See it?
Yeah, see it.
Right there.
Why didn't they get out the car?
I don't know. Why didn't they say anything like, holy fuck, look, it's a Bigfoot?
Yeah, that would be a good one.
So,
like,
you know,
just like the thick ones. I'm telling you.
Right. Holy shit, bitch. You're not going to Golden Corral no more.
I've only been to one professional ball game in my life, and I went to go see the Diamondbacks play at their stadium. Man, they put on a hell of a halftime show, and they get the whole in everybody in the arena is involved. It's crazy. Yeah, for the price you're paying, they should entertain you for days.
There's the other envoy of aliens.
Oy vey. A lot of nose candy.
Why didn't they zoom in at the right time? That's what I wonder too. Some of these I always watch them, and I'll watch them a couple times and go, okay, that's fake as shit, because you're missing some shit here. I don't know where that's at. I'm gonna go back to it. I got a video of a cop that used his fucking handcuffs as brass knuckles punching this dude in the head because he wouldn't get out of the car.
And Don H wants to know, is there any wardrobe malfunctions on the set?
Oh, here we go. See, they're going to hit us with all kinds of crazy shit. Look at this here.
Yeah, they've already announced that they're real, and we got pictures of them, so we're waiting for all of it.
So this is pretty bad. Next time you call somebody a dick nose, keep this in mind.
This is 30-year-old Garrett McKenna. He's claiming that a doctor accidentally switched his penis and nose during a surgery last month.
I was put under to get my appendix removed, and when I woke up, my penis had been glued between my eyes.
Garrett says the surgeon's mistake has turned his life upside down.
My penis is on my face now, and my nose is sewn to my crotch, so I pee from up here, and I smell from down there.
You think this is spoiled? I can't tell.
Let me see. Oh, that smells fine.
Garrett says he's having a hard time understanding how this happened.
The appendix is nowhere near the penis or nose, but they are medical professionals, and I trust that it was an honest mistake.
When asked for comment, the doctor who performed Garrett's surgery said this.
It was not an honest mistake. That was utterly intentional. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
And to make matters worse, Garrett was recently fired from his job.
My coworker accused me of masturbating at my desk, which is untrue. I was picking my nose.
He says the silver lining throughout all of this has been his girlfriend's support.
We said we'd always be there for each other through thick and thin. And this is really a testament to that promise.
Yeah, when I said thick and thin, I was thinking financial problems. His dick is on his face. There's no chance that I stay with him.
As a result of losing his job, Garrett says he no longer has health insurance.
I lost my health insurance, so the reversal procedure is pretty much out of my budget. But sneezing feels amazing now. So that's one good thing.
He's going to have a strong neck by the time he's done. I'm telling you.
Sneezing feels amazing, he says. was just picking my nose. That's hilarious. Ah, is this the one? Oh no, that's too long. We can't watch it. Oh, okay. Here you go. What's the real reason the U.S. backs the hats? What's the real reason?
You think you know why the U.S. backs Israel? You're wrong.
What's the truth?
It's not blackmail. It's not shared values. Israel runs the only human laboratory on Earth, a place where you can test population control tech under the cover of war.
A lab?
Journalist Anthony Lowenstein calls Gaza the perfect laboratory. Drones, AI targeting, facial recognition. Every tool is tested on Palestinians before it's sold worldwide.
And that's why the U.S. backs them.
Chris Hedges said it straight. The Palestinians are human laboratory rats to the Israeli military, tried out on the captive population, often with lethal results.
So the tech gets battle-tested in Gaza, then sold abroad?
Exactly. That's why Israeli arms exports hit $19 billion in 2025. And the U.S. isn't just buying, it's integrating. Section 224 of the new defense bill fuses U.S. and Israeli military tech into one system. AI, cyber, biotech, everything.
So the same surveillance used on Palestinians
will be used on you, in your cities, at your borders, on your phone. The lab was never just about them. It was practice.
SolarCast runs on truth, and truth runs on those who value it. If you've been fed, consider feeding the archive. SigillaMalexio.com.
Makes sense, man. Like a testing ground for all this bullshit. And I know they use China for a testing ground for this flock camera bullshit. 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Huh?
Where'd True Few go?
I don't know. He just dropped out. I don't know. Maybe he left a message. Hold on, wait a second.
There's one in the
He's
private.
having audio. He's having audio issues. He said he'll be back.
Yeah, I see it.
See, here's this guy, John Stewart. He put this up.
The comedian?
No, different one.
No.
She posted then. Why do people can't get the difference between then and than?
Dan and Dan?
Then is a comparative measure, whereas then is a, referring to like the past.
Yeah.
They don't know the difference between then and than. And it's like, what the fuck? Why am I listening to you? But posted then immediately removed.
Then is like
I saw it posted and immediately removed. I was like, well, yeah, of course. That's going to give it, oh, look, they put this up and then took it down. He was secretly meeting. Listen, if he was secretly meeting with fucking aliens, he wouldn't be outside. I guarantee you that. And nobody with a camera is going to get that goddamn close and that tight of a shot. Come on, man.
I'm going to go, this is really just AI, it looks like almost, doesn't it?
Of course. Of course it is. Look, and then there's other ones going out where it says that he met with Kim Jong-un. Another day, another psyop. Yes, sir. Look, man, this is unfolding exactly as I knew it would. I said, you're never going to see the aliens. You might see their UFOs or UAPs or whatever the fuck they call them now. But you'll see that. You'll see these spectacular wonders and shit. But you'll never really see the aliens. You'll see pictures and video of leaders meeting the aliens, but you're never going to see them yourself. I can guarantee you that. And here we are right now. Oh, they've been just going all around, meeting everybody in the world, and we didn't hear nothing about it until they accidentally put a picture up and then immediately took it down. Get the fuck out of here. And the people that fall for that, those are the people that'll wear a goddamn mask.
Yeah, they're taking the bait. Yeah, definitely.
Amazing. Just fucking amazing to me that people are that
No,
gullible.
you ran into NPCs and a lot of the other players out there. They're stupid. Shit. I'm sorry. It's true. They'll just like they started in grade school and they suck all that crap up too. So
Jesus Christ. Well, here's a pretty cool.
I got your nose. Yeah.
I'm gonna. That other guy, you better not play that with him. He's liable to get turned on.
Yeah.
Got your nose. Stop. I'm getting hard.
I wonder what he looks like with a full erection. That's
Good God. Anyway, this is kind of a cool thing. Maybe somebody'd like to try that. Maybe I'll try this here when I get bored.
This right here is a free energy device just using a copper and a magnet. And this is why they killed Nikola Tesla, guys. He knew about magnetism. He knew about free energy, and he was trying to give the world free energy. And this guy demonstrates how you can just build a free energy device yourself. Very simplistic. You can do this in your own home and have free energy. This is the greatest threat to the system that there is, guys. They do not want us to take our power back, literally. They want us dependent on the system. Look at this. No wires, nothing. Right here.
I'm going to try that, man. I'm going to try that. I got all the shit I need to do it with, too. There's a joke about Pinocchio in there somewhere. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. Absolutely. If you're trying to say anything, Roger, you're muted. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Sob. I had a delivery.
Oh. That weed made it there on time.
No, I got to go pick that up myself. They don't.
Oh, they don't have delivery?
Well, if I call Uber, they might, but I think there's too much verification steps I got to go through.
Shit, man, there's a lot of dispensaries that have delivery service, man.
I never tried it. They got to ask my ID twice and 3 times before I walk out of the door before I can leave this one over here.
Well, it used to be back in the day, you call some guy and he'd come over to your house looking kind of being all sketchy and shit, looking around and stuff. And now you call somebody and they come, the same sketchy guy shows up with a fucking weed store uniform on and shit. It doesn't bother about looking around because he don't care.
Yeah. Welcome to the future. Yeah.
Ooh. Pineal plus ocular. Older Bone says is Pinocchio. Yeah, you know what? The Akinator, I heard that. I saw where somebody had asked. I don't know whether it was on, it might have been on Facebook, it might have been on X, I don't remember. Anyway, somebody asked about the movie Disclosure Day, and almost every comment said that it sucked. It was boring. A few people said it was very thought-provoking, you know, but I think it's going to fail. You know what? I'm glad. All these fucking people that were on the top and using everybody else, all their shit's fucking failing on them right now. You know, it's all failing on them. This orange asshole in Washington, D.C. puts up this thing. Next thing you know, they're calling for fucking thunderstorms and shit Sunday. I hope it gets rained the fuck out. I really do. I really do. I hope it's just a big fucking disaster. And because I don't like seeing these motherfuckers get anything they want. I want to see his fucking ballroom fail. We've already had the reflecting pool fail. Dumbass, big genius, didn't know. Good God, old high school dropout pothead Dave knew that blue was going to make the fucking algae grow worse than ever, right? But Mr. fucking King of the Geniuses that takes cognitive tests just, you know, every other day, he didn't know that. He didn't know that dumb shit. Right? fucking retard. I swear to God, I laughed my ass off when they said he was painting it blue. I said, that's not gonna work, man. I figured that out a long time ago. The whole reason they paint pools blue is so that the algae will grow faster. It's more aesthetic than red. You know?
Yeah.
In case you're born under a rock, the only reason why the Israeli military would need to merge with the U.S. military ever, we've never done such a thing. The only reason why they'll do that is because the IDF are willing to kill American women and children and families in mass to gain control and power. And our U.S. military might be a little more reluctant. And they know that. So be ready. In case you're born under a rock, the only reason why the...
No, I wasn't born under a rock. But I mean, I don't do my streams necessarily with my shirt off all the time either.
I mean, that right there holds. That's like I'm saying, why would that happen? Why would you want them merging with our military? They've already been training our police, for Christ's sake. So what do you think? And we've seen the police become what? More brutal. Would you say police are more brutal now than they were 20 years ago?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would.
Yeah.
And dumber. And dumber. The average IQ on these guys is about fucking 75. That ain't no shit. They don't know
They're
nothing.
pawns, dude. They really are.
Yep.
Just pawns in the game.
Oh, I'm packing me a bowl here. That's a misnomer. You never pack it or it won't burn correctly.
Yeah.
Just loosely sprinkle it in there. If there's more. If you need more, put some more in there. It'll be good. It's all good.
That's why God made grinders.
Yeah, which I'm going to have to get a new one. My sharp stone is starting to get really quite dull. Paint it brown, black to match nature, if that's what they want in a reflecting pool. Well, yeah, and it's not the thing about the reflecting pool is not anything about its depth or anything else like that. And the reason it is so long is so that it can cast a proper reflection of the Washington Monument. But it's not the basin that causes the reflection. It's the water. It's real simple. Real simple. The color, the only thing you want to do with the color, like you're saying, is paint it whatever. Don't paint it at all. Just leave it fucking white. You know, or what? Make it green. Seeing as how that's the one color that the algae rejects, that's the whole reason that it is green.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you was to paint the pool green, then that would probably be the most algae limiting. You're not gonna stop it, okay, because it's using sunlight. But if you give it blue spectrum by painting the basin blue, you're increasing the amount of blue light that the thing is getting. It's going to grow faster. So instead of promoting growth, why don't you promote neutral? I mean, the algae is going to it's going to grow anyways, unless you put a fucking filtration system and chlorine and shit in there. You're not going to do anything about the algae unless you just keep cleaning it out. It's always been that way.
They should have hired a professional. Oh, didn't they? Oh.
Somebody that Trump knew. They cooked the book so that it was way over cost. I guarantee you that was way over cost. You can't tell me that taking the water out of that fucking thing and painting it costs that much goddamn money. There's no way you're ever going to convince me that there's something that simple. That I want to know how much the guys that paint the lines in a parking lot get then. That's what I want to know. How much it costs to paint the lines in a parking lot? Is that like millions of dollars too?
No. I've done it before. I know what I got paid. I was getting like $12 an hour.
Yeah. They got those Roombas. DC, somebody'd steal it. See, despite, I'll tell you what, here, old Trump wanting to brag about how safe DC is, and anybody that believes him, I'll pick a little area of DC for you to go walk down with $100 bill pinned on the front of your shirt. We'll see how crime free that fucking place is. I guarantee you won't come out of there with that $100 bill.
All the criminals in D.C. wear suits, don't they?
Yeah, damn straight. That's why it's called D.C. District of Criminals, man. You know? What is this here? Oh, Tulsi. What did Tulsi say?
I can't see the bottom of your shirt. It says attempting to what?
Care. Attempting to care.
There you go.
Loading, please wait.
Where'd you find that one at?
I forget, man. I've had this for a long time. I wore this to work today.
Oh, you worked?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we only worked up till just lunchtime today because it was hot and humid as a fuck. No wind, nothing. And it was just humid. It was like 89 degrees and about 92% humidity.
I think we hit 98 on the Fahrenheit.
You get what you get. You sweat and it doesn't evaporate.
Nope.
You're just slimy. You know, you're just like slimy and shit. And not even so much as a little tiny breeze kick up. We were lucky enough that for up till noon, we was in the shade. But then after about that time, we only had like a little strip of shade, maybe a foot wide. And everybody was huddled in it.
I've been there. I was working down in Tempe one day at a school. We were doing a gym floor. We were coating it. I mean, they wouldn't let us in the school area, so we had to go outside on our break. I mean, we're standing out there, huddled underneath next to this cactus under a palm tree. The only place that had shade in the parking lot. It was 114 degrees out, but it was dry. So big difference.
Tulsi's looking rough.
Oh, yeah.
And that's with filters, I guarantee you. But she's been through some hell with this administration, I guarantee you.
Well, I didn't have Tulsi Gabbard dropping the bioweapon lab vials before she left office, but maybe this is why they were trying to run her out early. Check this shit out.
After months of searching through intelligence community holdings and files, today I'm releasing new evidence of long-standing U.S. government funding of more than 120 biolabs in over 30 countries. Now, these biolabs include labs in places like Ukraine, which could be at risk of compromise due to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. In fact, the intelligence community had previously warned that a U.S.-funded biolab in Ukraine likely housed dangerous pathogens and remained vulnerable to longstanding threats of Russian attack, seizure, or damage. Now, until now, evidence regarding the full existence and funding of these laboratories had been knowingly withheld from you, the American people. Many of these U.S. government-funded biolabs are currently or have previously engaged in research using hazardous and highly contagious pathogens, and in some cases included dangerous gain-of-function research with very little visibility or oversight. Now, President Trump clearly understands the serious threat dangerous gain-of-function research poses to the American people. And this is why he took decisive action over a year ago. On May 25th, 2025, he signed an executive order to end federal funding of gain-of-function research around the world. Here at ODNI, I issued new guidance to the intelligence community directing increased collection on these laboratories and facilities overseas. And we're already seeing the results of this increased collection. We're learning new details, for example, on clinical trials that are underway at these facilities and that are raising significant ethical, financial, and security concerns regarding the supposed public health initiatives and U.S. national security. Now, despite the obvious potential for catastrophic global impact that research on dangerous pathogens in biolabs can have, politicians and so-called health professionals like Dr. Fauci, as well as entities within the Biden administration's national security team, lied repeatedly to the American people about the existence of U.S.-funded and supported biolabs. Not only did they lie, they threatened those who attempted to expose the truth. So this release today breaks new ground, as the information surrounding the existence, history, locations, and funding of these U.S.-funded biolabs has been intentionally covered up by very powerful people who falsely claimed that these biolabs didn't exist. Now, they accuse anyone who says otherwise to be foreign assets and traitors to America. Now, Odie and I will continue working closely with partners across the US government to identify exactly where these labs are and what pathogens they contain to end dangerous gain-of-function research that threatens the health and well-being of the American people and people around the world.
Oh, yeah, the ones operating right here. And they catch that Jew running a fucking biolab.
I know one personally. I used to clean one. It was
Oh,
called
my God.
it's in Flagstaff, right off where the airport is.
What was it called?
Tejan.
Tejan.
Yeah, you can look it up there in an actual lab.
Huh.
And they had Ebola there. They had like 4 or 5 other major diseases they were culturing in their lab.
Yeah. Newland lied under oath about this, and this is why they wanted the laptop covered up, not the drugs or guns. Yep.
We serviced their building, and they wouldn't let us in the Ebola part of the lab. We go in there, clean the bathrooms, do their floors, get their trash, and all the rest of it. So wipe down their desk. And I walked through the hallway, and they had like the diseases they have developed there in murals on the wall. There were paintings, and they had a label underneath them. They gave them their Latin names and what they were.
Oh, shit.
A little description. Yeah, it's still there.
All right, I'm going to put a poll up here. Will the orange turd fall asleep at the
Probably fear himself too. I'm not one to judge.
All right. So he fell asleep at the fucking Knicks game, sitting in a $10 million fucking seat.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. So will he fall asleep on his birthday at the big? Are the aliens going to come? Are the aliens going to attend the UFC fight? I mean, that's my big question. What's going on, Chad?
Hey, they're already here, aren't they?
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, did you see the pictures?
Oh, you got to build the wall.
Build a wall.
No, the Nordics. The
I
Nordics
know what you're
have
talking
come.
about. I'm just kidding.
The tall Nordics and the long Kazaars have come as well.
Ooh. Wow. They give them names, huh? They had introduced themselves as the Kazaars and the Nordics.
Dude, that guy with the tie-dye, he knows all about him, man.
Oh, you mean
Jesus Christ, talk about being in a child's mind. God damn. Oh, Martians and aliens and shit are coming. Come on, man. Get off that crap. That's for kids.
Has anybody seen the He-Man movie yet?
No.
No.
How about the Back Rooms? How about that one?
Nope.
No, I haven't seen that yet. I'll wait for it to come out on streaming, man. I don't like to go to the theater at all. Yeah, I'm better off here at my house. I can watch it. I can eat what the fuck I want. It doesn't cost me $9.
9? Holy, that's cheap.
Well, I ain't been in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Quite a
We're
while.
like
Last time
20.
I went and saw a movie was The Sound of Silence. That one with the about the human trafficking and shit.
Oh, yeah. Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That was the
You
last
went to
movie
see
I
that?
went and saw in the theater. I don't go to that fucking thing, man.
Don't you miss your feet sticking to the floor as you walk down the aisle? Don't you miss that?
Not a bit. No, I can do that here.
Sooner. Yeah, that's you went to a movie before. I think the last one I went to was one of the Star Wars ones, one of the like newer Star Wars ones. Not even want to go there.
I was looking at a
sucked
thing.
into
Now these goddamn things know what you're doing, right? You know, and of course it was YouTube's algorithm or whatever. But I've been watching those Bonanza reruns, right? And a short came up on my feed about Dan Blocker, the guy that played Haas.
Yeah.
They say he was really like that, nice and just a fucking gentle giant in real life. He was almost 300 pounds and 6'4".
He's a big dude.
He's a big dude, man. And he was in Korea. He served in Korea. He got a
Yeah.
Purple Heart. And but his buddy in Korea told him that he should that he should be in westerns. He's got the right cut and everything. He should be in western movies and stuff, right?
Mm.
And that buddy of his was oh crap, what the fuck was his name? God, Marlowe, James Garner.
Oh, yeah.
James Garner. So he served alongside James Garner in the Korean War. I thought that was pretty interesting. He was wounded because of an explosion or some kind of that shit, and he got a Purple Heart. And then when he came back, he auditioned, got probably with some help, you know.
Yeah.
And they put him in there. And I guess he used to go to the Lone Pine Film Festival in California all the time because talking to my friend Margaret that used to run the True Value, they've retired and passed the store down to their son. I just hope that he's doing as good a job as she did. But she said that every year he'd be there at the Lone Pine Film History Museum. They'd have like this whole, they have a film festival that goes on in Lone Pine once a year, and some of the old Western stars and shit like that show up. Of course, there's less and less of them all the time, you know. But you go in like some of the little restaurants there in Lone Pine, and man, they got signed pictures. You know how the restaurants in Hollywood got the pictures? They're autographed of all the people that have eaten there. Man, you go in the diner there in Lone Pine, and that wall, you can't see the wall. And there's all these actors. John Wayne used to go to Lone Pine and stay at the Dow Villa Hotel all the time, man, even when he wasn't filming movies, because they had a really good poker game in the basement.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's ironic. I used to work at a place called the Lone Pine Restaurant.
Oh, really?
Manager, yeah. It's in Munns Park, Arizona.
Well, right across the highway from the end of my road that I lived on out there was a ranch house that's now a hotel. It's kind of a hotel, but it's an old ranch house, and it has little cabins. And that was where John Wayne filmed his very first movie at. It was right there at that place. In fact, it's called the Ranch Motel, but it's scary looking, man. It's scary because it's a lonely stretch of highway, and then all of a sudden you see this place, and it's just like looks like the Bates Motel up ahead. It's crazy.
Did Haas die pretty early in like 50s, 60s?
Yeah. He's, let's see, what was it? Let me look that up real quick.
I feel like he died fairly early, or maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, back when those guys and the baseball players and stuff like that
he
had
was
to serve war.
Let's see, he died May 13th, 1972.
So he was what?
He was born in 1928, so he was he wasn't really that old. 50, not even 50.
Yeah, I thought he died in his 50s. I can remember my grandpa saying something about that, but
Probably have something to do with his heart, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
big boy.
Had a lot of weight to carry around.
Almost 300 pounds, man. The dude was almost 300 pounds. I mean, he didn't look to be that much, you know, on the show.
Yeah.
You know? But it's because of his height, too.
Yeah.
You know, but I can remember as a little kid, because nowadays I wouldn't consider him like fat. You know,
I'm 6'4", 275, so
he's about the same size as Haas.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Pretty close.
Good old Haas. He's about my favorite character on that whole show.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just like him. Besides Hop Sing. I think Hop Sing's underrated, man.
He's just passive, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Cartlight.
Isn't he part of the extended family of something Wong?
Yes. In fact, I have some pictures I'm going to put up here.
Yeah. Boy, it's been like Twister around here the last couple of days.
That's what you were saying, man. Those pictures you were fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's wild. I'm serious. It's like straight out of the movie Twister. Like every county, we didn't get hit. We had a lot of hard rain and the winds and stuff, but we didn't get any tornadoes. Although there was one fairly close, but not in my neighborhood anyway. But yeah, I mean, like everywhere around this place had a freaking tornado going.
Nice.
Oh,
I didn't hear about all
do
that until just now. That's the first time I
Yeah.
heard.
That's why I
Everybody's
had
talking
to-
about the sonic booms and the aliens coming. That's all I hear about now.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
coming. They're meeting with Trump at the White House. There,
Oh yeah.
he's out there having a casual discussion with him about some crazy shit. Where are those? Okay, here we go.
Negotiations, for it because he's taking Greenland, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
doing
sure
a
he
lot of
is.
things.
Sure he is. Let me see.
Gonna end all the wars too.
He's off to a banging start, isn't he?
Oops.
All right, now I'll be able to bring
0
those
for
up
3 so far.
when I need to. Here in a minute. I might
When
use
he
one
fucks
for
up, he fucks up good.
Anyway, let me do this here real quick. Anyway, let's see how our poll is doing. Will Trump fall asleep? 77% are saying he will so far.
That's good. They're
I
probably
know there's a lot of attractive men there. He might be
Oh yeah.
keep his peepers open.
He might pop a Woody and have a stroke again or something. He'll shit himself. Oh, that's for sure. He's gonna load up on fillet of fish and Diet Coke before he goes in there. I don't feel. I feel bad for whoever the fuck has to sit right next to him. I hope it's Hegseth. I hope he has to sit there in a cloud of Trump shit all night while that's going on. I do.
Won't be Rubio. I think he's at the World Cup.
You got no passion.
He was smart. He was smart. He says, I ain't going to take a chance on having to sit next to that shit factory. There ain't no way. It's on you, Vance.
So he's going to fall asleep at the UFC event, right? Like, we all know that's happening. Like, that's basically a certainty. Why isn't that being traded on Kalshi or whatever? Like, it's going to happen. His brain is losing its connection to when the sun is up or down. It wants to be asleep all day and then be awake all night long. He's going to fall asleep. At some point, somebody's going to be talking on a microphone, and it won't be him talking, and they won't be talking about him, North Korea style, and he's going to fall asleep. His brain is going to immediately get disinterested, and he's going to fall asleep under the brightest lights that 60 million of our tax dollars can buy. He's going to fall the fuck asleep. And I hope that Marco Rubio is right there in the shot, so we can see if he's looking to see if the president is awake and that he actually did perjure himself in front of Congress the other day when he said, I've never seen him asleep. But it's going to fucking happen, right? I'm so excited. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
So he's under investigation for sleep apnea, or I mean, apnea. He's for falling asleep on the job.
Yeah, well, look, there's a lot of people calling for the 25th Amendment on this guy, right? Now, it's just a show, of course, and they're not going to do that. I think we're going to see this fucking guy die right on TV. I really do. I think we're going to see this fucking guy die right on camera.
Who was that guy you just showed? Like, was he dedicated to watching Trump fall asleep at everything? That's pretty boring in itself, if you ask me.
No, he's a guy that works with dementia and Alzheimer's patients. Okay, so he dissects all the different things that he does. He was talking in another one about why he keeps falling asleep in the daytime and being awake all night, and it's because his fucking clock's fucked up because of his temporal lobe is not working right and his clock's off. Where you're supposed to be awake in the day and you sleep at night. He's like he can't differentiate.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of shit, that leaning forward thing that he does, all the little bruises on the back of his hands, 22 fucking specialists for his last 4th annual goddamn checkup. 4th annual checkup in 15 months. Come on, man. Oh, I aced the cognitive test. Oh, congratulations. You know the difference between a tiger and a rhinoceros. You're a fucking genius.
Yeah, just something else.
Yeah, this was, I don't know if you'd seen this, but this is supposedly, they put it up and then they took it right back down. I wonder what it means.
Santa Claus.
They're playing you like a goddamn cheap fiddle is what it means. Yeah, the tall whites.
What? Freaking
Why are they dressed
AI.
up like Santa Claus though? They were in red and, well, close. Yeah. You got the white hair. One of them's a chick, ain't it?
Who would know? He don't care either. He just long he get to put it in something.
There you
He don't
Who's
care.
taking the picture?
That's well, it's supposedly a hidden camera. Somebody
Yeah,
had.
okay. Because they got
Yeah.
those at the White House.
Right. Like
Well,
a
if that was the case, why
paparazzi.
don't they find all the other mysteries that go on there? What, they just got them when the Nordics show up? Okay.
What's the other race that showed up? The Kazaarians or whatever?
Yeah, the Kazaarians.
How about the
long Kazaars. The long Kazaars.
how about
That's
the tall,
what I
thick
used
ones?
for on the thumbnail.
You should show Cubby the thick ones.
Hang on. I got this. This was everybody just thinks it's only those tall whites, but there's other photographs too.
Yeah.
We've got this one where he met with the long nosed Khazars. See? And you can tell that's definitely not Photoshop. That's real.
Mhm.
Even though this guy here is somehow in front of this tree. I don't know. God help me. Something. This is so dumb. I can't believe we live in this fucking world. This just doesn't.
Buckle
Okay,
up.
so now. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I just said buckle up.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've been buckled up. I gotta pee. I'm afraid to get up. Get me a bucket. What is that? Those noses. Well, yeah, that's how you know.
I'd
That's
rather look at
better
the
to
thick
smell. You can smell pennies easier that way. You know that?
Beer is free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I've heard
oh
that
shit.
So they say. I don't know anymore. Probably
Yeah.
closing in on
Air tax.
capitalizing on the air pretty soon.
Before you
There
know
we
it, it's
go.
going to be in stores and bottles and cans. Canned
It
air.
already is, isn't it? Canned air.
Well, you have to have a container for it, though. You know.
All right,
Everything.
so this is an interesting little theory, and it makes a lot of sense.
We got a theory.
All right, people, I found our $22 trillion. Take a look at this. Spooky. Every data center that allegedly needs fresh water doesn't need fresh water. They need water to supply the underground bases that you're seeing here. Take a look. Yep. Every single underground facility, if you go right above it, there's a data center right in front of it. Guess what? The data center provides every single communication, everything you need for that underground facility. They can't hide it because that puts out waste. So look at this map right here, guys. All the data centers. And right below them, look at that. $22 trillion. I wonder who gets to live under here. No coincidence. All the data centers are needing fresh water, but they don't need fresh water to cool them. Any kind of water would work. $22 trillion. If this is taking you by guard and this is shocking you, guess what? Your taxpayer dollar is right here. $22 trillion underground. What you've got to ask yourself is why? Why? What's going on? What's happening? This is scary stuff, guys. Ask your Congress and senators why data centers need fresh water. They don't need fresh water. They need any kind of water if it's a true data center. But guess what? These aren't data centers. These are data centers and water supply units for all the underground $22 trillion worth of your tax-paying money. You'll never get to live in here. They're not even. You remember all that banging noise that people keep recording that they hear above ground? This is what's going on underground. Our taxpayer money. What the heck? You want to know why we're running out of water above ground? Because all of our above ground fresh water is being consumed by these data centers for the people that live underground. You heard me, underground, full scale cities. They need to flush their toilets and drink fresh water, and that's coming from above ground. That's right, guys. Scientists aren't disappearing, they're going underground.
I don't know if I can ask my congressman anything. I don't think they talk to me personally.
They're dumb. Have you ever actually talked to one of them fucking guys? I have.
Jay is our local weatherman, and he's gay.
I mean, even who's
Literally.
that idiot? Vivek.
Ramaswamy or something.
Not the guy that's the mayor of New York. He's this other.
Yeah, Ramaswamy. He ran for
Yeah,
president.
I've talked to that fucking guy. He's retarded. He's fucking retarded.
I want to say he was running for the governor of Ohio now, or did, or something like that.
Well, you got to be dumb to get in politics, right? Yeah.
They're just a showpiece. That's all they are. They're up there. There's a mouthpiece. They don't know nothing. They don't have to know nothing. They're just playing a role. You go up and you talk to any of these fucking people. I thought, oh, wow, I'm in a company of brilliance, the first time I met a politician. And the only time I was not disappointed at all was when I met Ron Paul.
Oh, yeah. Bright guy. Huh?
That dude, yeah. There's no deception in his eyes. None. He's straight up. He just tells you what his position is, and that's what it is. He's not trying to worry about, it might hurt these people's feelings or that. No, these are the facts. This is how it is. But any of the rest of them, man, that I've ever talked to, I've met them in parades and shit like that. And I talked to them, they dumber than fuck, man. They don't know nothing.
Yeah.
We're letting them run. We're letting the dumbest fucking people in the world run your life, man. That's what's fucked up.
Yeah, I played out with a song called Dr. No by Payday Monsanto last night. It's all about Mr. Paul.
The hell happened to that guy?
He's old. He's
old. Disappeared.
He's
Payday
really,
Monsanto,
really
I mean.
He started out in 63, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's who I voted for. I wanted him. I wrote him in.
He wasn't going to make it. You knew that already.
No, anybody who's legit, you got to be compromised to make it in politics.
Yeah.
You got to have dirt on you.
To that level.
Right. Yeah.
Like here in my town, we're a little tiny town.
Yeah, I mean, little town is different.
And like our mayor, I know him personally. He's a good friend of mine. I work for him.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Honest as hell.
Yeah.
Okay. And he does try to live by the Christian ideals. He's just a good guy.
Mm.
And if somebody told me it's some kind of corruption about him, there ain't no way I'd believe it. Ain't no way I'd believe it. I'd have to have like absolute concrete proof. But when you start getting up, like even down in, not to say we haven't had our share of corruption here.
Yeah.
Not to say we haven't. I mean, there's always been that good old boy system, just like it's going to be in any rural community. And it got bad here in this county. It got bad here so bad that there was a book published called Page, A Corrupt County. That's the name of the county I live in. It's Page County. And it's called Page, A Corrupt County. And this thing's talking about people that I know, not real good or anything like that, but people that I've rubbed elbows with and been at functions with and hung out and talked to them and shit. Not like anybody I'd ever invite over or anything like that. Man, you start finding out the shit and the connection they had to the fucking mob. See, they brought in, they proposed a landfill. Now, we already had a landfill, and they said, that landfill's getting full. We have to have another one because the county's growing. There's more and more people and everything. It sounded really legit. Well, right off the bat, who do you think gets involved with that shit? Waste management. Who runs waste management? The fucking mafia, dude.
Gotta get rid of the body somehow.
Controversy. During that whole controversy, we had the county prosecutor's wife commit suicide without a gun but she shot herself in the head, and
some
the
Hillary
prosecutor never
side.
asked any more about it. You know, and it was just like all this fucking shit, and people that, you know, they're in this book.
Yeah.
There was quite a thing going on here. I think
But
we can.
he probably had no ambitions of moving. You know, he was the mayor, right? Like, as my parents lived in a small town, everybody knows the mayor out there. He don't got no ambitions to like move up the ladder in politics. You know, he's
him?
the mayor of Andalusia, and that's the way it is. You know, and everybody
gonna
knows
go?
him, and he knows everybody. Shakes hands. You know, there ain't that many people. I think there's only like 1,200 people out there anyway. But
Yeah, there's like the sheriff ties to organized crime, farm equipment theft and scandal, misuse of county funds by officials. There's a whole bunch in this thing. It's only 102 pages and goes back to 2003. Yeah, and this was with this was really bad. This was really bad. Let me see if I can see that. If they got that about sheriff ties to organized crime. It's real quick. Oh wow, check it out. So you can you can't look at it. You can get it on Goodreads, I guess it is, or you can order it on Amazon. But yeah, it was some wild.
what was the name of it again?
Page of Corrupt County. Here, I'll give you
Page of Corrupt County. How is it spelled? Like a page in a book, or I in there?
You know, it's actually the Corrupt County.
Oh, okay.
It's the name of it.
You know the movie Road to Perdition about John
Hey,
Wayne?
and if you want, the author is Edward A. Kieloch. Keylock. Did it come up for you?
No, not in the private.
Oh, I didn't put anything in private. I thought you were doing a search for it.
But yeah, I was gonna. Yeah.
Let's see. Where did they say it's at? Here, Goodreads, Google Books.
You know that movie, Road to Perdition, the Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
John Looney. That guy was from here in Rock Island, Illinois. And that was I think they just recently sold his house. It was up for auction for a while, and they sold it for pretty cheap. But yeah, a lot of that movie is based out of this area. And book, I guess. I guess it was a book before a movie, but.
All right, shop this book on Amazon. Let's see. Oh, we couldn't find that page. Okay, well, I guess it's got to be somewhere else. Anyway, the point of what I was trying to get at is that as you rise in bigger areas, right, as opposed to a town, to the whole county, then you see the corruption and you see how it can filter down. You can see because the town of Luray has been riddled with scandal in their town council and their municipality. And here in Stanley, you never hear nothing, not hardly any more at all. I mean, back in the 60s or 70s, they used to have this sheriff named Brubaker, and he didn't even carry a gun. He just carried a stick, and you didn't want him on you. That's all I know about him. He was a big fucking dude, and he would whoop your ass and take you to jail if you didn't behave. That was just all there was to it. But that was a different era too. They used to have a sign actually that said, "Welcome to Stanley, Virginia. N-word, don't let the sun go down on you."
Nice.
That was like way back in the day. Not some of our finest moments, you know what I mean?
I get you.
Mr. President, question over here.
Yes, what is it?
How are things going with the Iran deal? Are we close?
We're like so close. 2, maybe 3 days. Bomb the shit out of them. I want Garg Island.
But you said 2 or 3 days. Hey, he's the president. He can do whatever he wants.
Oh, is this because Jeffrey's back in the news?
Jeffrey? Here's Jeffrey. I don't know him.
Oh, my bad. Are your two brain cells not holding hands? It's Jeffrey Epstein.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not supposed to say that in here. We might get fired.
What do you mean, say what?
Epstein.
Oh, now you gotta fire him.
Damn it, JD.
Hey, it's not fair. You tricked me.
Honestly, it's really fucking easy. It's like your school bus had flavored windows.
Excuse me. Stop it. Be nice to JD.
Get fuck you, Duster. You look like you're collecting chins.
What?
Like, holy fuck, are you just drinking peanut butter?
No.
They're not fucking Pokemon. You don't gotta catch them all.
Stop it. He only has one chin.
Thanks, JD.
Maybe 2, but only from like certain angles.
Wait, what?
There's a few pictures you can maybe see 3, but definitely not more than 4.
Excuse me.
Oh, never mind. This picture has more than 4.
What the hell is happening right now?
Oh, but you're fucking going to Chinfinity and beyond.
Oh Lord, he had flavored windows on his school bus.
He does. He loses his shit if anybody brings up that Epstein. He loses his shit. See, and that tells me how hot of an issue that actually is. For him to get that upset at the mere mention of it, that tells me there's meat there. That tells you right there.
There's substance to the Epstein files if they ever actually decide to give you anything you can read.
I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. I already know now. I already know. They've given themselves away. They've given themselves away. That's what people. I don't need to fucking read them anymore. I've read enough of it to know that these motherfuckers not wanting to do anything about this shit. And the people that tried to block it and cover it up, those are the ones that they're in on it. They're doing this. Because why else wouldn't a fucking decent human being, I don't give a shit if you as a Democrat or a Republican, would you give a fuck if the guy was on your team or not? If you found out that he was a baby raper, would you give a fuck?
You shouldn't.
I wouldn't want him on my team. So that just tells me everything I need to know right there. You're all fucking worthless scum.
Jerks.
It's kind of telling, yeah, definitely, that everybody doesn't want to look at them. They all wanted to look at them to start with, didn't they? They were all like, oh, yeah, we're going to release those files. Go get them, boys. And
I put an interesting link in the back if you want to play it sometime. So,
I saw it.
Oh, you looked at it?
Yeah. I grab them every once in a while. Oh, what is this? What's Cubby doing?
All right, we'll get that. Let me play this thing I got queued up, and then I'm going to pull that up.
I learned a long time ago to not talk about dates of anything that may or may not be happening anytime soon. But I did find something that was interesting. Oh, and this is for entertainment purposes. So I saw some pictures of where they're building the UFC fight stage and all of that in front of the White House. And I saw something that was, I don't know, just interesting. Notice the color pattern behind the stage on that screen. What does that remind you of? I'm going to show you again.
Oh, you mean a test pattern?
Now, I am not saying anything is going to happen. I am not. I mean, not then. That's what, June 14th? But I feel like no matter what, it was a little nod to the ones who know. Definitely a nod.
What do you know?
That is kind of, why did they have that? Or is that some kind of, is that the combined weirdo flag?
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying in chat.
It is interesting that it's the event sponsored by Bud Light.
Oh yeah,
I know.
I guess that's over, huh?
Will that Mulvaney guy?
Yeah, bring back memories there.
Be a ring boy.
Yeah, he'll be a ring boy. Let's see, that does look like the gate, but they don't. No, I don't know.
Don't they call those card boys? Yeah. Round one.
Pager
Round
boys.
two. Yeah.
Now here's a guy. Here's a guy here. A man displays a preserved Bigfoot corpse. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. I got to do this first. Wait, that's not the one. Where am I? Is Dave Grohl a music industry plant?
It's interesting. True or
Yeah,
not?
probably.
I think he might have something to do with the demise of his
Well, it goes deep. It goes deeper than that. It ain't just like him connected in it. There's other connections within the connection. What's up?
Why do you think he does Wings songs all the time?
Does what?
Wings. You ever heard of Wings?
Oh, Wings. That ain't what I thought you said.
Or the guy that took Paul McCartney's place, you mean?
Yeah.
Paul McCartney died in a car accident.
Billy who?
Yeah, Billy who? Right? Come on, Fabio, get your nose out of my bong. You can't drink that water and make it. Well, he's a drooling thing, boy, I'll tell you. He comes up, boy, he give you the wettest, sloppiest kiss right across the side of your face, boy. His tongue's about that wide and about that long. I don't mind it, though. He's a good old guy. Aren't you, Fobs? Are you my buddy? Yeah. Oh, you big sweetheart. Oh, he's old. He's old.
Here with Izzy and Griffin. He does lots of work on the music industry, not just that, lots of other aspects. But right now, we're going to watch, I believe, this is on Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, so this is on Kurt Cobain and the entire Nirvana, Courtney Love, death of Cobain kind of thing going on. So
yeah, this is people that are a little younger might remember this guy was a mega star. He was like the star of stars when he died. And there's been lots of allegations with Courtney Love. I personally haven't followed those, so I don't know. But let's watch the video.
So good, volume on. Listen to this. Dave Grohl's father wrote speeches for Ronald Reagan. Dave Grohl came up in the DC punk scene. Dave Grohl was not an original member of Nirvana. Dave Grohl joined Nirvana after Nirvana moved from Sub Pop Records to Geffen.
Yeah, see, I didn't realize that Dave Grohl wasn't an original member. And also, he said his dad wrote speeches for Ronald Reagan.
Yes.
That's interesting by itself, not necessarily, but that is interesting. He was also the guy after Nirvana broke up. He was the one they pushed into a star, which was the drummer. That's typically not who they take and make the star.
Yeah.
Geffen Records. Geffen Records was owned by David Geffen. David Geffen was roommates with Courtney Love's father at one point way back in the day. Courtney Love's father used to manage the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead used to be known as the Warlocks.
That's a lot of important stuff there. We should slow it down so people understand this. So Courtney Love's father was, what he said, it was roommates with the guy who started Geffen Records. And we actually talk about this in our podcast. We get a lot more into Geffen Records. Your dad had connections to them. So they were roommates. And then he also managed the Grateful Dead, which is the Warlocks. This was the biggest 60s band that pushed acid, LSD. They're absolutely monumental to the whole hippie movement.
And performed Rosicrucian rituals while performing on rose petals. Love is also from the DC punk scene and was a CIA sex kitten helping traffic drugs and LSD, just like the Grateful Dead did. Henry Rollins is also from the DC punk scene, and his father also worked for an American president, Richard Nixon, helping the U.S. get off the gold standard.
See, that's crazy because, again, I watched Henry Rollins, these bands coming up.
Yeah.
He was, part of the punk scene in D.C. You said his dad worked for Nixon, another president?
Yeah, his dad was an economist who was helping us get off the gold standard in 1971. And it
wasn't a good thing for America.
Yeah, which has been horrific. I have a degree in economics and philosophy too, and that's a big issue is getting into fiat currency. But my point with this video so far is that all of these people have these ties to the military industrial complex or deeply entrenched in politics. So it's like Dave Grohl's father worked for the Republican Party and Ronald Reagan writing speeches. You have Courtney Love, who she did work for, allegedly did work for the CIA trafficking drugs through Britain. In Japan, she did like a bunch of like really weird sex work. And then her father is not only tied to David Geffen, who signed Nirvana, but because they were roommates, but also he managed the Grateful Dead, which has ties to the DEA, to the CIA, all of these things. And, you know, it goes even deeper where it's like one of Kurt's childhood friends, his name was Dylan Carlson, and his father was in the DOD. So Kurt Cobain was surrounded by all of these people who had these like really weird federal ties. And it just kind of makes me feel like he was probably being handled to some extent.
It definitely seems suspect. And these ties are all over the entire music industry. Like, we're not going to break that down here, but on our podcast, we do.
Henry Rollins was also not a founding member of Black Flag.
Yeah, because I didn't realize that either. Both of these guys were not founding members, and they were brought in. Then they became like the front man.
Yeah, so yeah, neither of them were founding members of these bands, and these bands started getting traction where it's like they needed someone to control and contain what their message was going to be. So Henry Rollins is injected into Black Flag, Dave Grohl is put into Nirvana, and then they can kind of handle the situation.
Dave Grohl was introduced to Nirvana and to Kurt by a guy named Buzz from the Melvins, who always had a weird contempt for Kurt Cobain. Right when Kurt Cobain was kind of deciding to get sober and to clean up his life, Pat Smear was introduced into Nirvana. Pat Smear becomes the future guitarist of the Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters' first album has a gun on the cover. Dave Grohl is known as the quote-unquote nicest guy in rock and roll for 20 years until he's outed as having a kid out of wedlock with a woman. In 1992, Kurt Cobain is asked his thoughts on the Grateful Dead, to which he responds he would piss on them while wearing a t-shirt saying, "Kill the Grateful Dead," a handmade shirt he made himself, referencing him knowing everyone around him was a handler and or fan.
The pictures there, you show Grohl like constantly dressed as Satan.
Yeah.
And before that, you had some album covers we talked about earlier of him holding like his band members' heads. I noticed that as it came through because you talked about it. So multiple times he made images of like him killing his band members. To me, that's creepy.
See, not even just like images, but there's a movie that he produced and put out called Studio 666, where he is like the main character and he's killing all of his bandmates throughout the film. And then like the first person he kills is the drummer of the Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins, who ends up dying in real life as a result of the vaccine that Dave Grohl forced his band members to get.
He pushed his whole band to get it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he kind of killed his band member.
Yeah.
I would quit that band if someone's making images of holding my head, like I'm out.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, so he kind of killed him through the vaccine. That's crazy.
Courtney Love's father wrote a book about how Courtney Love actually was one of the people who killed Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain was killed because he started finding out what was going on around him, began signaling it was going to fire Dave from Nirvana and go solo. Why did Chris Novoselic not join the Foo Fighters, but Pat Smear did? Why was Dave Grohl pushed so hard by the music industry and by PR firms saying he's the nicest guy in rock for 20 to 30 years? We know that if everyone is pushing the same agenda, it's a psyop. The Foo Fighters are what the industry wants.
Yeah, they always make him out to be nice guy Grohl, nice guy Grohl. I've noticed that. Like when you saw this, I remember that. Yeah, it's always the image he pushes.
Wanted Nirvana to be. The nicest guys in the music industry are the most dangerous. Check out the entire breakdown here.
Yeah, the whole nice guy thing. Guys who tell you they're nice guys, they're usually the worst, scummiest people doing disgusting things behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's like the stereotype, right? It's like the nice guy trope. But yeah, it's like really strange because it's like he is constantly pushed as being this nice guy, but also he's having an affair, and not just like an affair, like an affair where the lady he's having an affair with has a kid secretly. Like that's like
really acknowledging his kid, probably even.
Yeah, that's like pretty next level, like not nice guy behavior.
But according to the music industry and everyone, he's the nicest guy in it.
Nicest guy in rock.
So thanks for watching. People can find you, just your name right everywhere.
Yes, Izzy and Griffin on pretty much every platform. So
cool. And we have a podcast that'll be coming out, so look out for it. Hey guys, I want to introduce you to one of our sponsors, Antelope Hill.
Yeah, cool. So that's a pretty good. That's pretty good.
Another thing about it is that Dave Grohl also played the devil in one of the Tenacious D, which is Jack Black. You know the actor Jack Black.
Yeah.
He played the
Yeah.
devil in one of their songs called Tribute. Well, Jack Black, his mom, I think she's a Cohen, like Judith Love Cohen. Guess what she used to do? She was a NASA aerospace engineer. These people all have connections to Cohen, right? Another Jew connected to NASA. But anyway,
What's the dude from Queen?
it's Freddie Mercury.
No. The other guy. He's an astrophysicist.
Sure is.
Oh, I can't think of what his name is. So,
God damn it, I can't think of his name. Brian something, I think.
yeah, the guitar player.
Yeah.
I had a chance to meet Henry Rollins one time. I missed him by like 5 minutes. He was going to show up at a club called the Marquee in Flagstaff, and they're like, "Hey, Henry Rollins is over here." Everybody's hollering at me. You should go meet him, man. I missed him. Like,
what are you gonna do? Give him a kiss?
No,
but there again,
I want to get an autograph. But the thing is that he was the downfall.
Brian May. There you go. Thanks.
Yeah.
Brian May. Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
There it goes. I knew it right. When I heard it, I was like, yeah, that's it. That's it. No, not Brian Cox. Brian Cox. No, that's it. That's it. Trans.
Yeah. He's something else. I don't think
female to male trans that they got over from England or whatever.
He said there's no room for God and science.
But yeah, they always have ties to 3-letter agencies, NASA, Tavistock. You know, you name it.
Yeah, the Wonderland.
Right.
You know, Laurel Canyon.
Yeah.
The whole that whole scene, that whole hippie scene, okay, was orchestrated, man.
Yep.
Fucking totally orchestrated. And then, it was not organic, and people followed suit. It was a social engineering.
Yeah.
And you look at the Mansons all tied into this. It's interesting that Jim Morrison was questioned right after the Tate murders.
Sharon Tate. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you questioning Jim Morrison? What? His dad was the in command of the fleet at the Gulf of Tonkin.
Yeah.
Nice.
What was the name of that ship? The Maddox.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's like, come on,
I got a
man.
Courtney Love joke for you if you
What
want
his name was?
You ready?
What is it?
I got a Courtney Love joke for you.
Okay.
Courtney Love. Oh.
Yeah. If you need to find a needle in a haystack, who do you call?
Ghostbusters.
No, Courtney Love.
Oh.
The heroin thing.
Oh, God. I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, I did too. I'm glad I'm not.
Yeah, Henry Rollins was the downfall of Black Flag. I think they put him in there to ruin it because Black Flag was a real popular band growing up for me. And Ed Gins was an excellent guitar player and music writer. And he ruined Black Flag. He did a spoken word album, and nobody would go watch them after that. It just ruined the whole punk, Like I'm doing poetry.
So I thought you guys might find this interesting. We said this on this show back when they were really censoring the fuck out of people for talking about the Holocaust, right? People were losing their channels left and right. They were getting taken down and getting strikes and all this other shit. And I got a strike for saying, no, it was my first channel that got fucking pooched, gone. It got pooched for me saying exactly what this guy is saying right here. I said, this is what's going to happen with this RNA fucking vaccine. This is what's going to happen with it. You are no longer going to be you. Your DNA is going to be patented. You are going to be owned. Well, listen here.
Let's check this out.
Supreme Court of the United States. I printed it off. I'll even give you the link. Matter of fact, let me give you the link right now. / www.supremecourt.gov/opinions/12 PDF /12-398 space _1B7D period PDF. Let me read this to you in case you don't understand what the hell's going on with this stupid ass shot. In the U.S., the Supreme Court has ruled that vaccinated people worldwide are products, patented goods, according to U.S. law, no longer human. through a modified DNA or RNA vaccination. The mRNA vaccination, the person ceases to be human and becomes the owner of the holder of the modified gen vaccination patents because they have their own genome and are no longer human without natural people in parentheses, but transhuman. So a category that does not exist in human rights. Did you hear that? A category that does not exist in human rights. The quality of a natural person and all related rights are lost. No rights, freedoms, and liberties, no religious exemptions, nothing, because you've been turned into a person, not a man or a woman. You think I've been joking? I've been telling you guys to wake the hell up. You haven't been waking up. Now it's kicking you in your teeth. This is why I put on these seminars, so you can understand exactly what you need to do to forcefully take back your rights, freedoms, and liberties. Now listen to this. This applies worldwide, and patents are subject to U.S. law since 2013. All people vaccinated with GM-modified mRNAs are legally transhuman and legally identified as transhuman and do not enjoy any human or other rights of a state. State meaning any government, any state, even here in the United States. And this applies worldwide because GenPoint technology patents are under U.S.
Wow. Didn't know that they could legally do that.
Well, if you went and did it, you weren't forced. You might have been coerced. You might have done it under coercion. But in the end, you agreed to the contract. Okay? Just because you're too ignorant to know that was going to modify your fucking DNA and you were going to become someone's property, that's your fault. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Contracts are voluntary. You volunteered. Boom. There you go. I tried to tell people. They shut me up. I tried to tell people that. But maybe, in this next round, you notice how they gave up on hantavirus. Like, everybody was fucking laughing at it, right? Now they're trying flesh-eating virus or some other kind of shit. None of it's taken hold. Nobody's believing it. I think we're going to see this come to a head pretty fast, man. The way shit's going right now, people are waking up to what a clown act this whole fucking government voting bullshit thing is. They're supposed to be, doing our will, and they're not. They're doing the opposite of what the people actually want done. We're going to have a war. We're going to build a UFC thing. We're going to fuck up this. We're going to tear this down and build some other shit that nobody asked for. Are you getting it now? That's the whole thing. I was talking with the wife today. I says, I've seen it's every fucking time. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter who it is. If it wasn't, I grew up, my first memories of a president was hearing that fucking Johnson. Okay? And he was a fucker. And then there was that Nixon, right? And there's people liked him for a little bit. And then it was like, oh, that fucker, right? Every one of them, every one. You can probably go back and there's, oh, that fucker Garfield. It don't matter. I don't know. Of course, he wasn't in office long enough to really be a hated man. Well, except by, a certain tribe of people.
It was Vice President Odie. Garfield and Odie.
Who succeeded him?
That cartoon's kind of dark. Think about it. Garfield
was too young.
Yeah. And
I remember it, but I was super young when it came on.
Who
succeeded Garfield?
Yeah, John
R.
Well,
he was assassinated.
Yeah, he was.
You don't never hear about that. The only ones you ever hear about are fucking Kennedy and Lincoln. We've had 4 presidents assassinated.
Oh, that's why Trump always claims it's such a dangerous job.
Garfield, Kennedy, and who was the other one? Lincoln. Yeah.
McKinley, wasn't it?
I thought Taft was the one that got shot.
Taft, yeah. So yeah, it's like every one of them, has been a fucker. Lincoln, there was people all over the place going at fucking Lincoln. And yeah, they said fucking back in those days. I'm sorry, they did.
Yeah.
Okay. usually not around kids and women, but the men were probably in the saloons and shit saying that, fuck Lincoln, Well, in fact, I know they were. The newspapers were outwardly critical of him, and those that were got put in jail. They put him in jail. He suspended habeas corpus, man. This motherfucker was a tyrant, man. And we got him on our money, and we think he's this great guy, got a big monument to his dumb fucking ass. And he was a fucking criminal. It's like every other one of these fucking guys, man. So yeah, you're most likely owned.
I am. I don't want to be.
If you had
Who? I'm not. Who's taking the shot here?
Bless you.
I don't think anybody here is taking the shot. I really do. I sent that to somebody today, and they said, I'm not telling my NPC girlfriend she's not human anymore, but dang.
Wow.
That's bad. You're telling your old lady that she's an NPC. You're not human.
Oh, I don't think he'll be probably getting married to her. I hope not.
I know. It's my buddy Dylan, the guy that got married.
Yeah.
He comes over, and he's got his, she used to come over as his girlfriend, and now she's his wife, and it's like there's almost like a difference now with her. I mean, not in a bad way or anything like that, but they seem like husband and wife more than like boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean, they actually seem like husband and wife.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do really good, man. I like to see that.
How old is he?
So here's the guy. Let's see.
I mean, is he a younger dude or?
Oh yeah, let's see. I met him when he was about 17, and that was 8 years ago. So that makes him what, 25 now? Oh yeah, well, the thing is that I could tell he was one of them people that thinks outside the box. And I was working with him, and so I'd say something that I knew would intrigue his interest. I'd just kind of say something. He's like, wait, what? Say that again. And I'd tell him and explain some shit. And he's like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. You know how I do. I'll break something down so it's real simple to understand. And ever since then, man, he comes over and hangs out, and we talk all the time. He's a good guy, and we smoke bowls together, and he's a good mechanic. I remember he was still in high school at what they call the VOTEC up here, and he was taking mechanic school. And then he after he graduated, he went and got a job over at Marlowe Ford over here in Luray. It's a pretty good sized dealership. And then he got negotiating power, to where another dealership was fighting to have him. So they offered him more money, and it's just about a 10-minute drive away further. So he went ahead and took it. So it was, yeah, man.
Moving on up.
Yeah, I'm good to see it. I like him. He's a good kid.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife's a little cutie pie. She is. Really nice. She didn't know how to take us at first, because I'm just, here she comes over, and there's this older couple, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she first came over. And, here's this older couple that smokes weed. Okay, I can deal with that. But man, are they fucking outspoken about shit? Dave, he's really fucking outspoken about shit. I am, but I'm like that. I get people like to make people think about things, because I mean, how much mental stimulation do you actually get throughout the day through your boring fucking humdrum routine reset day, and tomorrow will be exactly the same, and it'll just be little differences that happen within those periods of time, but they just all blend together, right? But you got something that you can think on, that make you wonder. Boy, does that make the time go by faster too.
Yeah. Something I did, it's funny you mentioned that, something I did a little different today.
What's that?
I took a different way home, and I mowed the grass a different way. I usually mow the same pattern in the grass. Today I did it different. I don't know why, what made me like do it, but I was like, I'm gonna do things different. I'm tired of doing like going into robot mode,
Right?
taking the same path home all the time. I'm like, I'm gonna do something a little different. So I changed it up today, but I think I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it more often. They say that, like being unpredictable is predictable, but it's like not if you constantly change it,
Right.
you gotta break up the pattern somehow.
I break it up every day by having a different conversation with everybody at work. I'll say something outrageous, and they'll just like, "What did he just say?"
Right? I know. I'll say some shit like that too. I'll just say something to get in. If nobody bites on it, I just let it be. But if somebody will
Yeah.
bite on it, they go, Wait, what do you mean? And I'll say, well, think about this. And then I give them the example, and a little while later, they was, I got to thinking about what you were saying, man. That makes absolute fucking sense. I never thought of it like that. I'm like, yeah, always look for the third option.
It's like when I was at the Illinois Capitol, asked those those kids coming up. I was like, "You guys going to protest?" And they're like, "No, we're going to the lobby." And I was like, "Well, so you think we live on a flat Earth or a globe?" And the one girl goes, "Well, obviously it's a triangle."
Yeah, I remember. I saw that.
It's like, don't you? You don't want to say. The one girl looked back at me like she didn't want to answer. But I was like, "You guys know, you got questions."
Well, flat's not really a shape either, is it? I think.
What?
Well, the thing is this.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. They are so fucking pedantic. Okay, that you have to be very selective.
Yeah.
In your verbiage.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, no, the Earth isn't flat. Water will rest flat, but the land has topographical features to it. But flat is actually a condition.
Yeah.
Okay. A wall is flat, right?
Mm.
A ramp is flat. It's just inclined. Okay. So it's just a condition. Level is an orientation, and that orientation is a horizontal line, not an arc.
Nope.
Nothing to do with fictitious gravity. It's just a level line to the horizon. Boom. The fact that you use the horizon as a gauge for it is a bit of a clue, but this is where your body does that. That's why those fun houses where they make the floors slanted and the walls all ski jawed and shit, that's why they give you the vertigo, is because you're trying to find level where you normally think level is at. See, even the astronauts are guilty of that when they're up in their ISS. If you look at every photograph where they're floating, they always tilt their head so that they're looking at the camera straight on. So their body's leaned like this, right? They're leaned like this, but their head is like this. They're tilting it up. You can draw a line down and you see that. And it's like, well, that's because their equilibrium's automatically setting their head to level. That's what it wants to be. Crazy.
Yep.
Anyway, here's a guy that says he's got Bigfoots that are dead.
Yeah.
They have a copper-rich blood. Yes, testing has been done. The first time testing was done in the 70s by the DuPont Corporation. My father did not trust John DuPont and got the specimens back. When he got them back, my father, I heard him talking on the phone, and he said, they do not have iron in their blood, they have copper. It's not an iron-rich blood in this creature, it's copper-rich. It is not a mammal, and I do not believe that these are from the Earth. I believe that they're an interdimensional creature. If you look at the mouth, there's like a green patina. Also around the eyes, you can see a green patina. That is because they have a copper-rich blood, not iron-rich. They all have magnetism. 2, they all have varying amounts of iron on them. And 3, if you look at around their eyes and their gums, you can see a patina like you would see on copper. They have a copper-rich blood, not iron-rich. When I think about that, And when I first found this out, I instantly thought about magnets and copper. What do you come up with? Electricity.
Do you think
It's
that's
not-
really a Bigfoot, man?
No, it's a Wookiee.
Yeah.
Kidding me? But maybe
Those-
Bigfoot is a Wookiee, you know?
Maybe they're
Awesome.
related.
I don't know, man.
Foot.
Candace Owens exposes the trickery used by Khazarian Jews in colonizing Palestine to form Israel and why they now hate Russia and Iran. Do any of you know about any of this?
Probably
They
not.
were also looking at Madagascar back, you know, when they were, until the Balfour. Now the Balfour Declaration, you know, they say, oh, they just gave them that. No, it wasn't. It was a payoff for a banking fucking loan. That was to get out of a loan that they owed to the Rothschilds. Gave them Palestine. So it wasn't just a gift, like a gift. No, it wasn't. It was to forgive a loan.
So how about the people who founded that country to start with?
Which of what country?
Palestine.
Oh, Palestine. Well, I don't know, man. All I know, look, I don't give a fuck what you want to call it or whatever. Any kind of an ethno state that is evil as these fucking people are needs to be destroyed. I mean, it was born out of terrorism. Okay, and the thing is, it's sort of like you invite the poor little wounded, sick, cold puppy into the house and you raise it up and you nurture it, and then the fucking thing attacks you and kills you. You know, that's what the Jews did. They said, oh yeah, come on, you know, we'll take you in, you know, and they do that everywhere. They do that everywhere. And as soon as they get entrenched, boom, they want to take out the host. This is ours now. It's sort of like you invite me to come stay the weekend at your cabin, and then I throw you out the fucking house and won't let you back in. You know, this is my house now. This is my cabin. Wait, what? Yeah, look, I have.
They don't even know who founded these buildings, let alone who founded Palestine.
No,
whatever.
Well, and whatever you get from a quote unquote authoritative source is going to be bullshit, anyways. We know that.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems to be the standard fare. We've been told the fucking truth about nothing.
No, not even close.
Yeah, they was going to found it in Albania. Now they're going in there, but the Albanians are throwing them out right now.
Israel was actually going to be founded in Albania. Yeah, it wasn't just Albania they were looking at. They also went to look in Africa. This whole narrative that they were like the original people, they taught themselves to speak Hebrew. They did that. That was just a movement. And then they started saying that they were the original Jews from the Bible. They're not. They never were. It's so absurd. The history is just waiting for you right there, guys. It's like this whole movement that started in the Russian Empire where they just said, we're going to stop speaking Yiddish and we're going to learn to speak Hebrew. And then they decided that they were going to stop publishing the books that said that actually they were the missing Khazarian Empire, because that's who they are. That's why they have deep hatred for Russia, because Russia put an end to the Khazarian Empire. They're doing all of this, and then they're going to take Russia. Like they've got beef with, actually, it was two countries that took out the Khazarian Empire. It was Russia and Persia. So maybe history will repeat itself. Maybe we will be saved from this satanic curse from the Iranian people, the Persians, and the Russians, because it's very obvious. I mean, like I said, that's why they had to get all of these books after World War II. It was like a great reset. They didn't want anybody to know anything about Russian history. They started taking Russian books and translating them, meaning editing them into various languages in the West, just to put up this wall. So our understanding of history is so backwards. That's why they are so anti people going into Russia, because you can find these original books that they translated and you can learn real history. These are the facts. This is the Khazarian Empire reassembled. That's what Israel is. They are not Jewish. They are not the Jews of the Bible. It's just a nonsense to teach yourself a language. Could you imagine if I was just like, I'm going to just like learn to speak Russian, and then I'm just going to go there and be like, we're the original Russians. And you're like, Candace, I feel like you're not. You don't look like the original Russians. I'm like, well, I am. Me and my sisters are the original Russians. Candace, you're a little we are. We're the original. I speak the language. And then I have so much money that I just start printing all of these books and having them translated. And I'm like, and then I get a bunch of people to make it a religious movement. And it's like, Judeo Candaceanity. And then you just kind of like get out there and they're going to be on stage telling you that the only way you're going to make it into heaven is if you support the idea that I'm chosen, the chosen Russian. I like it. Everyone's being crazy. So I just would like people to know that I'm the original Russian. It's me right here. I am the Tsar of Russia, Tsarina of Russia. It's a fact. Can't dispute it. I reached 6 million subs. I'm a victim.
I reached 6 million subs. I'm a victim.
Remember when Candace was going to talk about flat Earth, and she's like, "Oh, I'm the #1 podcaster." Never mind. Just kidding.
Well, she said she read a book on flat Earth. That's what she said.
I'm just saying she was going in after it for a little while, and then she realized, oh yeah, that's the one subject you can't touch or you lose all your viewership.
Yeah.
That's why like Redacted never talks about it. They'll talk about aliens, they'll talk about this, they'll talk about that, but not flat
anything.
Earth.
Yeah.
Listen, the last laugh will soon be ours.
Yeah.
I'm gaining subs by talking about flat Earth.
That's well, yeah, I mean, it's not dying by any means. I'm just saying that's why the big podcasters won't touch it, because they know once they do, they'll go down. You go up because you've talked about it forever, but they'll go down because that's a bridge too far as conspiracy theories go.
Yeah.
For them, I should say.
Well, I got a question for you. Does anybody know the definition of a linear measurement?
Why would I need to know?
Well, it's a good definition if you look at it.
Well, it would be the distance in a line.
Yeah. And it doesn't include, guess what, mass or size. It's just a linear distance. All our measurements and mapping and cartography are done linearly.
Right.
Yeah. Has nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah, this idea of listen, none of it holds water. Literally, the globe does not hold water. Okay, that theory is stupid. If we have a working model. No, you don't.
You don't.
Your fucking model incorporates physical impossibilities regarding fluid dynamics that you have yet to reconcile using the scientific method. Therefore, your model does not work.
But Saab, the sky.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that the first actual scientist that heard Einstein say that fucking bullshit about warp and space-time, I'm surprised that motherfucker, somebody didn't punch him right in the fucking eye and go, "You goddamn fraud. What the fuck are you talking about?"
I had one of my managers today say that Einstein was a genius, and I'm like, he was, and I started breaking out some of his theories and spouting it off, and he just shut up. And I said, none of the physicists of his day thought he was a genius, neither.
No, listen, it was just promoted as one.
Yep.
You'll never find any video of him actually speaking that he's not reading.
Nope.
And this is supposedly what he wants to say, but he's reading it as though it was the first time he ever saw it. Doesn't make any sense. It's just like they push that Stephen Hawking motherfucker. They just told you that sack of potatoes was a fucking genius. That's what they said. They said, "Here, look at this sack of potatoes that just can't even eat or talk or nothing. He just shits and pisses, and we have to feed him with a tube." But he's a fucking
genius. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't know where we draw the line and at genius at, because it's like,
I don't think any of us are really geniuses.
They were calling this fucking dude a genius.
That dude? No.
The guy that just now, at almost 80 years old, discovered that there is a B in the word dumb.
Yeah, I know. When I was really younger, I got corrected on that because I spelt it with a D-U-M. I thought that was the way it was spelled originally. Yeah, that was a knee-jerk reaction, but they corrected me, and I figured, okay, the B is silent.
Yeah.
Why do they take the B out when you say dummy though?
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Ta-da. Maybe I'm a genius.
Are you?
I don't know. Self-proclaimed.
There you go. So I think that collectively we're not all equal, but I don't think anybody is particularly smarter than everybody else in the human race.
Everybody has strong points. Everybody has weak
Yeah,
points.
that's it right there. That's what I meant with the where we draw the line at genius, because it's like, well, someone can put a math equation together, but can they change a tire, right? So how much of a genius really are you anyway?
What's practical and what's not,
Exactly.
How important is it for you to listen to everyday Americans when it comes to policy making on a
These
daily
people
basis?
built the country, not the complainers. The complainers didn't build the country. These people built the country, whether it's fishermen or farmers or anything else. Guys like me, they built the country.
Guys like
I watch all these ingrates. They're always complaining. They didn't build anything. They couldn't build anything.
How important is it?
He's always saying something negative about somebody. You ever notice that? Every time he fucking talks, he shit talks somebody.
That's all he knows, isn't it?
It's all he knows. See, and when you got to put other people down all the time, that's to take the attention off of you.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that dick nose guy.
That was a mistake. Nope, he did it on purpose.
What?
Dead air. Don't let dead air die.
Dead air. Where?
Can it up.
Oh, they got dead air again.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm less and less. Not that I was ever like listening to Trump anyway, but more. I said less and less, but more and more, I find myself not wanting to hear anything from him lately.
I know his voice just fucking. I go, oh God, here we go. I just know it's going to be a torrent of self-congratulatory, braggadocious fucking lies and bullshit. It's like, why would I even bother listening to this motherfucker? You can't believe a fucking thing. Oh, we're coming along with those talks and everything. We should have a peace deal soon. I've been in negotiations with Iran. Iran is coming out saying, motherfucker ain't talked to us. What are you talking about?
Does Iran know about this?
Yeah, right? He just says shit.
That's
and it's so obvious now that he's insider trading. He's doing
that's
shit to manipulate the stock market. There's no ands, ifs, or buts.
What's left of his base, if there is, what's left of his base, he's just trying to save their 401ks as much as he can, because that's the only thing they're hanging by a thread on that.
Hey, look, Snowman has a friend. Who you got there with
you? You got a date.
You're muted.
Finally.
No, I'm not muted. I got you on speakerphone. It's new shit. But yeah, I'm just with my buddy Mick here. We're talking about CERN and AI and stuff, and I just popped in. I got no idea.
We should let them roll.
All right.
All right.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot, baby. Coming in hot. This is here's why tech companies killed the SD card. The truth. The truth. The truth. The truth is on fire.
There's a slot that used to be on every phone. $10 bought you all the storage you'd ever need. Then it vanished. And the real reason? It's not the one you've heard. To understand why the SD card disappeared, you have to know where it came from. And it didn't come from a place of love. It came from a war. 1999, Sony launches the Memory Stick. Proprietary, locked to Sony products only. And panic spreads through the rest of the electronics industry. Because if Sony wins this format, everyone else loses. So 3 companies, SanDisk, Toshiba, and Panasonic, quietly team up and build a rival. They call it the Secure Digital Card, SD. But something funny happened next. By 2010, the SD card had become the default storage card on Earth. Cameras, camcorders, Nintendos, dash cams, and, most importantly, phones. Android leaned all the way in. Cheap base storage, expand it later. Samsung made it a whole selling point. They literally ran ads mocking iPhones for not having one. And for a few golden years, you actually owned your storage. A 64 gig card cost $8. You popped it in, you forgot about it. That was the deal. And then in 2015, Samsung killed the slot on the Galaxy S6. The backlash was so brutal, they put it back the next year.
We've also redesigned the S7 with memory that expands.
Then they killed it again in 2021. This time, nobody flinched. So what changed? Here's where the story gets uncomfortable, because it's not one reason, it's two. And only one of them is the villain you're expecting. Reason one, the technology genuinely outgrew it. Modern phones use something called UFS, Universal Flash Storage. Now, the fastest micro SD card on the market transfers data at about 100 megabytes per second. UFS 4.0, 4,000, 40 times faster. Apps loading, games saving, photos processing, UFS makes the phone feel instant. An SD card next to that makes it feel cheap. Reason two, and this is the one you came for, cloud arrived. iCloud, Google One, Samsung Cloud. Storage stopped being a thing you bought once. It became a thing you rent forever. And the companies discovered the most beautiful business model in tech. Recurring revenue from something that used to cost you $8 total for life. So which one actually killed the SD card? Both, at once. And that's why nothing's bringing it back. Removing the slot didn't just delete a feature. It rewired the entire deal. You used to own your storage. Now you rent it. You used to back up your photos to a card in a drawer. Now they live on a server you don't control, behind a password that can lock you out forever. And people learn this every day, the hard way. And the part that's almost insulting, going from 128 gigs to 512 gigs cost the manufacturer about $20 in flash chips. They charge you $200. A 10 times markup on a feature that used to cost $10 at a gas station. 2 new businesses from one missing slot. And the funniest part? The phones still have room for the slot. The engineers know it. The designers know it. Someone in a meeting right now is being told to find a reason it can't fit. Good luck to them.
You will own nothing and you will like it.
Man, when Micron got out of the SSD and like the hard drives, because now they're invested in AI data centers and stuff. When they did that, they freaking the SSD and hard drives. I don't know if you've looked at them lately. They've doubled in price. They went through the freaking roof. I should have bought one while they're, like less, but now they're crazy to get hard drive because they don't want people using hard drives anymore.
Well,
Independent hard drives.
Same like Saab Chicago. Saab, he's got everything backed up on fucking hard drives. You should actually double that up, Saab, and like check them for integrity and stuff because they get near magnets and shit, right? They fuck up. But the reason why I really wanted to pop off was,
what
I was going to say about the data centers. The data centers themselves, like my phone works. My streaming works, everything works instantaneously. You know, like you mute, I hear the dogs drinking water the same speed you do, right? So everything's working just fine. Why is it all of a sudden in 2026 they got to build fucking data centers?
Well, because it's
They're
feed those
existing
papers.
server rooms, right? They already existed. Why now?
We watched the thing earlier. It showed about that, man. It was showing about that there's probably bases down on or like underground cities and shit down underneath those things. That's why they're using the fresh water because they can use any fucking water.
He cut his buddy off. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Check this guy out.
Oh.
Listen to this. Is fucking this is. I don't blame this guy for saying what he says. Listen to this.
Watch this. This is an emergency SOS call from the Netherlands. All hope is lost. Please save us. I'm calling on the international community to do something about the extreme disease that is in charge of the Netherlands. Just tonight, our parliament discussed a new law that will allow 2 men to donate DNA material to create a joint embryo out of 2 men, meaning a child born of 2 men, and will also allow a single person to mate with themselves to produce a self-fertilized egg and then create a child with only 1 biological parent. This comes after the Netherlands legalized gay marriage, after we had the first gay prime minister, after we invented the Dutch protocol, which is an unscientific, unproven way of castrating a man and then giving him a fake vagina with tissue from out of his ass. I'm not kidding about that. We're allowing euthanasia of children from ages 12 and up, and 16 and 17-year-olds can have themselves euthanized without their parental consent. We are also allowing, under the Groningen Protocol, the euthanasia of children up to 1 year old. So if you don't like your child, you can get rid of it after it's been born. Of course, we have abortion up to birth. Oh, we have the world's first pizza party taking part in our elections. My God, I can't do this anymore. I wasn't born to grow up in this Sodom and Gomorrah of the world. I am of the opinion that this country needs to be vaporized. And I hereby call upon President Donald Trump, on President Putin of Russia, and the Ayatollah of Iran to point your nuclear rockets at this country and blast it to away with us. This cannot heal.
They've actually have a pedophile party involved in their elections. Wow.
I know.
And I said that as a joke. They were talking about late term abortion. I said, well, why not just, have a try before you buy type of option, Have the kid, try it out for a year. If you're not happy, bring it back and we'll snuff it for you. Right? I mean, if that's not okay, then why would any of the other be okay? You know what I'm saying? And so, I use that as a joke, and now these motherfuckers are doing it.
How are you going to get stem cells?
God damn it, man. Saying, man, burn this motherfucker, God. I'm serious, man. This is terrible.
Where'd Snowman go?
Okay, here's this mouse. I don't know. They keep dropping off and coming back on.
Yeah,
I love time lapse. Watch this time lapse of the UFC thing. He's talking about leaving that fucking thing up there too.
That ain't happening.
Forever?
Yeah, well, he mentioned the Eiffel Tower was built for the World's Fair, and then it was supposed to be taken down, but they left it up.
I ain't gonna keep this up.
That's not where they put the Eiffel Tower.
Who's gonna serve? You're gonna need people to service it and all that, and nobody's gonna want to do that. And then the use, you'll get a one-time use, and then after that, it's just gonna sit there, and then you gotta pay to service. No, it's never gonna happen.
I don't know, man. My spidey senses are tingling, man. You know what I mean? Like there's something.
What, you saying something's gonna happen at this thing?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just
I don't know.
It might not be this. I mean, it not necessarily this, but I mean, this is. I don't know. I feel tense.
I mean, I get bad vibes about certain things, but I haven't really. I don't know. I don't really feel like anything's going to come of it.
It's not just this thing. It's like the totality of everything that's going on is just like there's something's in the air. It's what it feels like to me. But I don't know.
I think it doesn't matter. They're all selected and not elected, but they got rid of like that Nancy, what's her name? Nancy Mace chick. It's like, so you kept Lindsey Graham around, got rid of Nancy Mace. Not that any of these people are good. I'm just making a point. Got rid of Nancy Mace, got rid of Marjorie Taylor Greene, you got rid of Thomas Massey, but you kept Ladybug around. That's interesting. Like, that just makes it more obvious, that this whole thing's a selection process.
I got the thing from South Park. That's Joseph Smith and the fucking Mormons. Did you ever see that?
Probably, but it's been so I haven't watched, that stuff in a long time.
I wonder if I should show it. Are they going to give me? If I have to clip it out, well,
I doubt it. You probably not. It's owned by Paramount now, and I doubt they'll probably freaking hit you for that one for sure.
Yeah, probably make me clip it out and shit.
So I got a question for you. If I file copyright, does that make me a victim if I want to copyright my channel?
Does it make you a victim?
I don't know how it would make you a
Oh,
victim.
I know what you're saying. Have you suffered any loss, injury, or harm by somebody using your content?
Yeah. Am I crying wolf by copywriting? Is what I'm asking.
Why does it matter?
No, that's what they're saying about me over on a certain channel.
Who's they?
That would be like the drunk debunk crew. They're all their little minions are like screaming that I.
Why do you give a fuck what
Just do
any
it.
of those retards say?
I don't
Think
It's
about
just like-
this. You
I'm
don't
getting-
respond to them. That's why you have them all over you. Is because you respond to them. Stop. It doesn't matter what people say about you. Fuck that. Only
Especially
minority
those
is
people.
gonna entertain what somebody else says about somebody.
Well, it gets brought up like even at my when I go over to see my family, they're watching my content and what they're getting in their feeds are these people. Like,
Well,
yeah.
Do they think you're a victim? Do they care?
No.
Well, there
No,
you
but I
go.
mean,
They should be the only ones that you care about. Outside of that, forget them.
Well, I do get it one more quarter. Wow. I mean, see, that's the kind of comments that make me want to do it more. But the point I'm trying to make is like, why would I sit back and let them they're literally trimming out my content for what it's worth, not even saying anything over it.
It's literally because of what you're doing right now, because you bring it up right now. Because they apparently
See,
they really do.
if I was like Mike, the drunk or whatever the fuck his name is right now,
yeah,
I could make a video like clipping shit right here.
Right.
Roger whines about getting picked on, you know, and then put a thumbnail of you crying and shit. And, you know, and then what's that do? That's going to rage bait you into giving them more fucking content. If you don't give them any fucking traction, what do they have? Nothing.
I would just thank them for watching your content all the time. Just thank them, be like, thanks guys. You're my number one commenters. You put me out there the most. You put me out in the algorithm. You should appreciate. Be like, actually, I appreciate you because you push me further out and let people know about me. But instead, I don't know. It's like the opposite. But
well, what it down to? Like they'll take out a conversation like me and Ryan were having the other day, and he was talking about where we go from here after we leave from here, and they're like trimming out like, oh, Roger's suicidal, and my family sees this stuff. And they're like,
why would they see it? What do they subscribe to him?
No. When they look up me, that they're finding my name in their content. I'm the main page, dude. Like literally stuff like that. I get comments from my family.
I know. I just told you why you are.
I don't think. I mean, your family should know you for you. These people are just online, not even personalities, but online content, if you want to call them that, even content creators. Just making stuff up. So it's like if your family knows you, they should know that you're not, they
don't think I am that way. What they think is that why would I sit back and let them talk shit like that when they know who I am? It's like they want me to fight back against the trolls.
It's on. That's the difference. It's on. It'd be different if it was like somebody in your neighborhood saying that. You know, you could go face to face and ask them why they're doing this. But these people are they can do this willy nilly because they're on the internet. There's no repercussions for them. That's why they do what they do. Because they can sit behind the screen and talk. You know, be keyboard warriors. You know, forget that shit, dude.
Yeah. Well. No, that's why, and even Ryan said I should copyright too. I asked him, I talked to him about it. He said that all the content, anything, I could strike them, and it just put a cork in it. It's really what I want to do. I want to shut it up. Yeah. Well, I mean, copyright ain't that hard to do, and I've looked into it, and that's what I'm going to be doing on my show tonight is going through what the process is, and I'm going to just to stop the rumor mill.
Roger. The rumor mill is amongst those dickheads. Okay, first off.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
They are the rumor mill, and they're the source and the consumers of the rumor.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you know why I didn't know anything about any of this going on with Drunk Debunk and all that with you? You know why I didn't know it? Because I don't give a fuck about the Drunk Debunk show at all.
Yeah,
I don't subscribe to him. I don't watch his content. I don't care about him. See? So that's the whole thing right there. That's why they fucking do it. Because that's their whole show. It's picking on some fucking guy. And who gets picked on? The one that gives the reaction that you're looking for.
I haven't really given him a reaction except I told him I'm going to copyright my stuff because literally this guy's show is nothing but my show, but just trimmed out, looking ugly. You know,
all publicity
Yep.
is publicity, whether it's good or bad. It's publicity. You understand? So let them do what they do. Don't acknowledge what they do. Don't even acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real easy. It's you're making them act this way because that's their nature. They have found the perfect puppet that they can orchestrate into content.
It's like 2-minute clips of like that are out of context for the
See,
most part.
I wouldn't be able to tell you the length of any video that's been made of me or anything else like that because I've never fucking watched them.
I haven't watched them. It's not me watching them. Like my youngest daughter actually like, why? It's like, why are you letting them do that? I don't want to see you like that. Like, well, I explained what they did to her. She got it to a point, but she still like get upset. My whole family when they saw
Tell
it.
her to just relax. It's fine, and it's only fucking YouTube. It's not, the world.
Not real life.
Shit. It's YouTube for crying out loud. Gives a fuck with some dumbass and on some fucking channel that wants to go on and fuck with people. Who cares about that? What kind of an audience does that draw in the first place? That's your Jerry Springer crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your Jerry Springer crowd. Stop being the bearded woman. Wear your beard proud and disregard, man. It's real simple. Yeah, I don't know. I that's why it's been hard for me to relate when people go, well, so and so said this about me, and I'm like, well, so what? They're like, well, wouldn't you do something? I'm like, well, no, because I don't give a fuck what somebody says. People don't understand how I can be that way. And I'm like, I consider the source of the opinion.
Yeah,
am I going to let some mouth-breathing troglodyte get me worked up about some shit? Fuck that. No.
I mean, that's why I don't get into freaking trying to be a tough guy on a panel or something. Like, well, am I going to jump through the screen and start a fight with you right now? There's nothing that can be done,
Well, I never have been a tough guy on a panel. That I know.
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, you've never had to defend yourself against Nick Volt, though.
Yeah, no, that's true.
How old Nick? I hope Nick's doing all right.
Yeah, the thing is, if I did copyright my channel, I would just give them a taste of the medicine we're getting. You know what I'm saying? Getting striked for using content.
Well,
you get striked for using content off of YouTube.
Here's another thing: is that you're like, just go and copyright your channel. Don't talk about it online.
Yeah.
They'll have to find out the hard way. Next thing they know, they're using some of your shit. They're gonna get dinged for it. But here you are talking about it on here, letting them know ahead of time. It's like
I've already let it.
You know what? You also let them know. You also want to know what else it lets them know is that it bothers the fuck out of you.
No.
That's what they're after. Okay. I wouldn't take any action at all. I don't care. That's just me. But you're giving them the reaction. See, they poked you and you screech. They poke you and you screech.
Hold on a second. We're going to look at something.
That's just stop that.
Yeah.
It's not the first time I've told it to you. You know what I'm talking about. Either
I know what you're saying. But I mean,
enjoy the drama or drop out of it.
I mean, you haven't come to the realization that you are their content. Like, without you, they don't have
literally what this guy's channel is me.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's pretty sad when that's all their content is it's making it off somebody that supposedly doesn't know what they're talking about when they're talking about these subjects, but you make your whole content and your whole channel about that. Wow. Okay. Awesome.
I know. It's sad.
What you're about to watch is going to infuriate you. It is a local politician shutting down discussion on flock cameras. This is why local elections matter. These petty tyrants have no consequences for their actions, and they can speak and treat people like this. Watch.
How many people are here for public comment, specifically dealing with opposition to license plate readers, aka flock? Let's see, probably most everybody. You will not speak on flock tonight. One person designate. You can pick that person. You can pick that person to represent the interest of flock.
Individually, we're representing ourselves. For what reason?
For the interest of judicial, we have 21 people. We have a budget that we need to get through. I've spoken. I'm not debating this. I'm telling you, I am taking advantage of our policy as it is written to streamline this process. You can either do it or not. We're going to allow one person. Pick a person or not.
Come back to where we can all speak. Where's the policy?
The board does have the ability to modify its policy as long as there is a public comment period at each regular session.
I'm not here as a group, I'm here as an individual speaking.
I don't want to argue with you, sir. I've read what the policy is, and that is how it is interpreted.
You guys are going to decide not to listen to your citizens. That's what you're saying.
I'm going to follow the policy.
Our taxpayers' money is paying for this.
I'm not having this discussion. Either you're going to select somebody or you're not. We have nothing to do with block cameras. We're not going to have this discussion, sir.
You can pass ordinances that prevent.
Are you guys, as a group of speakers, are you going to select a representative to speak or not? I'm moving on. You either select a speaker or you don't.
Motherfuckers. Everybody there damn near everybody there was against the fucking flock cameras and wanting to speak on it. So, oh no, we're not going to have any talk on that because we got to get through some budget bullshit. Come on. So I saw a post on Facebook today. I think it was Facebook. I saw this post on there where somebody put a black garbage bag over one of them flock cameras.
Yeah, I saw that too, I think. Something like it.
It says teenagers are doing this, and parents, if you tell your kids the importance of not doing this or whatever and shit, and I said they're doing God's work. Shut the fuck up.
There's one down the street from me.
God, they're everywhere.
I'm not attracted to drama, guys. It's like it's finding me. I didn't ask for it.
You're still talking about it.
You're still talking about it. See, you worry too much about what other fucking people say. You're just being taken away from the subject that we're talking about up here to respond to fucking bullshit that somebody says over here in the chat because you're worried too much about what other fucking people say. Don't let that define you. Stop that. You don't have to defend yourself. Just either take it or don't.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it on the chin to a point. But when I go over to my daughter's house and stuff, and I wasn't even thinking about these people, and they brought it up to me. And I asked them, "Where did you see this?" And they showed me the page, and they literally,
Okay, well, you already know where they saw it from, so you can bypass that question next time. Okay, and you can then say, "We've already talked about this." Okay. I'm not going to get you're it's almost like you're letting other people
dictate
your actions.
Or I don't know if you want to go this route, really. You have some kind of discord with these people. Say, like, look, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't make this kind of content about me because it's upsetting my family. That's indirect. That's not me. I wish you'd quit doing that. Now they go past that and they still continue to do that. Maybe you take steps,
Yeah. Well,
outside of YouTube. I'm not saying, don't
just by the way just by the way I know how these people are, I think that would feed them. I think that more content right there. I would just fucking disregard anything that's said. If you don't like what somebody said, okay, so what? I don't care what somebody says. I don't even know these fucking people. Right?
Yeah.
So fuck them. I mean, you're defending yourself from attacks from the Jerry Springer audience, dude. Okay?
Yeah. I get you, but I mean, the copyright would just stymie it, and that's all I was putting out there.
Well, then copyright.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
Do
copyrighting
whatever.
money out of it.
Just,
you know.
You know what? The more you keep fucking talking about it, the more content you give them.
Yeah.
Just go, okay, I'm going to do that. Bam. It's over. Not even going to talk about them anymore. See? You don't even talk about them anymore. That's the whole thing.
That's why Beetlejuice keeps coming back.
That's why they keep coming back. You're giving them attention. Y'all got to stop it. I see people do that all the time, even in real life. I'm like, God damn it, man. You know, and this is the problem. People want to play the why don't you yes but game, right? They'll come to you and say, oh, this is going on, that's going on. And you say, well, why don't you do this? And they'll go, yeah, but, and they got an excuse or a reason why they can't do that. And it's because they want to continue to have the problem. They don't want a solution. They want to continue having the problem and being able to complain about it. That's why people play the why don't you yes but game. There's a really good book called Games People Play. Came out a number of years ago. It's really quite informative. Let you know how people what's going on when just through a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Good book.
Yeah. I think I got defensive because, like, remember Brian Mullins, right?
Heard the name.
The name or something.
Yeah, well, he was an engineer, and a guy named George Netanyahu went after his job because of the topic.
Yeah.
And went to his employer and demanded him to be fired because he was too stupid to be an engineer. And he did a campaign against his whole character and everything else, and literally drove him off the internet.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did he lose his job though? Because there's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
What his job made him do is make a choice of whether to keep covering the content or keep his job. We're talking to young fathers.
They can't do that. They can't do that.
They did.
Yeah, they can't fire you because you have a certain, like, if you go and post about it on certain things, then they probably got rules against that depending on where you work. But I mean, outside of that, I mean, they can't fire you because, oh, you're a flat earther. That's not.
No,
that ain't happening.
Not a basis for employment termination.
It got that bad.
And in fact, you know what? That whole thing, what you're telling me, may have just been one of their little psyops, like they did with Alex Jones, to say, yeah, see what can happen if you talk about flat earth and shit. We call you, and that's why Toon calls people's employers and shit like that. Your best bet's to just don't even fucking engage with them. Myself, go ahead and call my fucking employer. Go ahead.
What employer would that be, Sal?
Me.
I mean, look what there's a perfect example. A guy from Scotland called Saw's a local municipal police station and tried to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
And look what happened. Nothing came of it. They laughed in his face.
I made content about his bullshit.
I was here.
I said, look at this fool. Look at this fool. You call the goddamn cops. Right. Cool.
Well, that's what happens when nobody takes it serious.
Right. Nobody gives a fuck. It's not that big a deal. 10 years ago, maybe. Now, no.
That's about when Brian got that, almost got the axe for that. And George Netanyahu got his just desert. He died of a heart attack. Yeah.
There you go.
Come on.
I'll tell you, something I know is anybody that's ever fucked with me to an extent where it's harmful to me, and I don't ever have anything to do with it. Bad shit happens to them, man. Really bad shit.
Well, you get what you dish out, you might say.
Yeah. Absolutely.
People that think outside of the box, please come, take a seat. I just went down a pretty insane rabbit hole, and I want to see if you can see it too. But I can't say a whole lot, so you gotta know a few things to get it. You know what I mean? All right, let me show you. So this is how it started. 2 days ago, researchers in Switzerland helped develop a gene clock. A gene clock that accurately measures biological age and remaining lifespan in real time. Anybody seen the movie In Time with Justin Timberlake that came out in 2011?
Is now the currency. We earn it and spend it. The rich can live forever. The rest of us, I just want to wake up with more time on my hand than hours in the day.
Now, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly suggest you go watch it. But in this movie, they use time as a currency to pay for everything.
4 minutes for a cup of coffee? Yesterday it was 3. You want coffee or you want to reminisce? Coffee. How many shifts you got today, bro?
Now, obviously, this type of system doesn't exist yet, but it has very much been a topic for a while now. But we'll get back to that. Now, there's something interesting about Justin Timberlake. Last year, he revealed his lacking performances and his kind of strange behavior on the fact that he had Lyme disease. If you've been paying attention even a little bit, you've heard about the modified ticks with the meat allergy and Bill Gates, which obviously isn't happening. But one thing that is happening is the Gates Foundation is heavily involved in Lyme disease. And hearing that, my mind takes me straight to 2006, I think it was. Yeah, January, with Justin dancing in front of Bill Gates in Las Vegas. And then, of course, Bill showing his skills at a Justin Timberlake concert with his new girlfriend. All right, now back to the movie and using time as currency.
Wait. I'll give you 30 minutes so you can have a decent lunch.
Now, like I said, this type of system doesn't exist. Or does it? I went digging and found this. Timebanking.org. Building stronger communities through time-based exchanges, which is basically a barter system, which is great. But then I saw that. Here's a better look. That's their logo. And my brain goes straight to the FBI symbols. Literally, right there. Which takes me back to Justin Timberlake, who's seen his Supplies video from 2018, specifically the ending. Now, before I go, now in this movie, there's a part where he has to pay in time to cross borders to get from the slums to the good side of town.
It's kind of like those 15-minute cities and zones and shit, man.
Well, did you know that Amazon, as of 2005, had 900 data centers across 50 different countries? How many do you think he has now? And why do you think he spent $42 million putting a clock inside of a mountain? Now, tell me I'm not the only one putting this all together. And let me know. People about to be upgrading their Amazon Prime to time payments. Y'all stay safe.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, if you live in any kind of city, you'll notice that they're narrowing the streets and making everything more 15-minute accessible.
Yep.
It's
I've
it's
never
a real
seen
thing.
working model of it, though. How will that city work? I've never seen a working model of a 15-minute city.
What do you mean a working model?
Like, I've heard what they suggested, like everything is within, like.
Have you heard of China?
I've never been to China. No.
I know that, but they've got the perfect working model. I'll just put it to you that way.
So everybody's within a 15-minute city. Within a 15-minute city, there are like several miniature 15-minute cities. Is basically what you have to have.
Everywhere somebody lives, they've got everything they quote unquote need within 15 minutes of them, so they don't have to travel anywhere out further than that allotted time.
Yeah, but what if you want variety of some kind? What if you want something completely different?
And that ain't part of the. that ain't on the agenda.
If you guys know what the 7 P's are?
I've heard it.
It's where you go. It's proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like the blue paint in the pool, that was another one with not really thinking it out, not really looking into it, not seeing what kind of impact it was going to have. No, just do it, right? So they put up this UFC thing, right? And this is beautiful. This is a wrinkle for Sunday's White House UFC spectacle. Pilots are reportedly complaining about the lights. Safety reports have been filed, with one pilot calling it 10 times worse than any laser illumination of event of their career. Fight night may need a dimmer switch before June 14th. And this is what it looks like here.
They've got crap like that all over the place. That's no. I don't see anything's gonna detract from it. They've got shit like that around here. There's no pilots around here saying that's a problem.
Well, it's not this. It's these fucking strobe light things.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. We've got stuff like that here too, where they shoot strobes in the air for concerts and stuff.
What is that supposed to be from this side?
I don't know, man.
Just like an archway.
Looks like cat's ears on the top of a cat.
It does. Yeah. Oh, well, it's the other side of the arch.
Yeah.
Look. It's because of your perspective. Okay, you're seeing this arch kind of from the right. This is the other side. See, there's 4 sides to this thing, right? It's these arches coming up together, and then they're connected together by these arches. And so you're seeing this one over here on the right. Oh, I thought you could see my mouse thing.
Batman, dude.
The one over on the right, you're looking at it from its extreme left flank. So it's appearing to be elliptic like that. You see? That's all. Yeah, that can be not cool. Let's see where I'm at here. Oh, what the fuck is that? Pentagon down multiple Iran suicide drones headed to Hormuz.
Yeah, I saw that.
This right here.
But they're about ready to sign the deal.
The Hormuz.
What do you call me?
No, I call you a whore. Moose. Is that the dome artwork?
I don't know what they got. I don't even know if that's real.
Israel? Yeah.
Israel. Oh, shit. Was it the White House just briefed us on new details on Trump's Iran deal? And wow. Yeah, I bet it's going to be a spectacular deal. The best deal in the history of all deals ever, God damn it, man. Some people walked around and shit making an 8647 in the fucking mall. Killed the grass in that pattern of an 8647. I thought that was fucking cool. What are you going to do? Go find those people and arrest them for walking around them?
Well, they might, I guess. Yeah, geo-track them.
All right, so this thing says, look up what happened to this man after he explained what the elites are trying to do right now. And I don't know, what's his name? We'll have to know what his name is. Let's see, maybe he says.
So Epstein, he buys up all these scientists. They get laid off down there in New Mexico, and he buys them all up and he starts hiring them. And he does it for edge.org. What they're trying to do is they're trying to solve the psychoid layer. The psychoid layer is like where you know the world is magic. Like, you know, this is a realm of God, but you forget and you go back to work to make money, to pay the bills, and you get into the toil of things, but you really know that it's a spiritual realm. But they know it's a spiritual realm. They don't have a secondary thing. They already have all the money, so they're just figuring out what the psychoid is. So the way that they would try to solve the psychoid is through the wave interference pattern. The wave interference pattern is where they shoot these electrons through these two slits. And as you observe the electron, it stays in physical form. But if you're not observing it, the electrons turn into waves, and the waves can split between slits, and whenever they go through, they bounce off each other, and then those waves bounce and those waves bounce, and it causes a wave interference pattern. That's not exact, but that's the basics behind it. Because I don't want some asshole telling me, let's hold this slightly this. I know what it is. Because the reason I know what it is because that's what they're studying, and they're studying the way that these fractal patterns happen in reality. And once you understand that, you kind of can understand that money isn't real. It's an illusion. I mean, you believe it's real, but really it's energy. And it's these little energy bubbles that exist beyond the veil of consciousness. Beyond the veil are energy bubbles. And in the energy bubbles, they have modalities. And these modalities have codes that are not changeable. But you can project onto them through these waves and call it a submodality, which slightly changes the energy. So you're broke, you're poor, you have money, you don't have money. It's not real. And try your best. Something happens. That's the way it is. That's why you have $10,000 and you're like, saved it up. Whoops, the motor blown up. I have zero. Because it's energy. It's a flow of energy. So they want to solve that, and they also want to solve the translatory language beyond the Yoganandan dialect, this language that gets spoken, grunts and symbols from the ancient times, which form onto these modalities symbols that have entanglements, and those entanglements have emotional charge and all this stuff. And it's too much for the human mind. Like, you can see it happening, you can watch it happening, and people can walk along me and they'll be like, oh my God, that's freaking, no way that you could do that, no way. But it's just because it's just really obvious.
I don't know who he is.
Probably won't find out now.
Well, so I'm going to hop off. I'm going to get my show ready.
All right, brother. Have a good night, man. Thanks for coming on.
Anytime, man. I'll be over to doing my show.
Don't feed the trolls.
No, I think they deserve a taste of their own medicine.
All right.
Yeah. I'm not going to give them too much attention. Just going to treat them the way they treat me.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't treat them. I would treat them as though they don't exist.
Oh, they're still coming over. East is West said he was going to come over on my show last night.
I don't know who the hell it is.
East is West. That's another famous guy named Elderbear.
Oh,
that guy.
Yeah.
With the effeminate British.
Why has he
voice.
got more than one account?
Because he's a sock.
No.
Yeah,
All right, the answer is rhetorical.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you later.
All right, dude. I stuck a interesting little link in back if you feel like watching that one.
Ryan, are you still there?
No, he isn't.
Yeah, we're going to have a talk. All right. Yes, we are.
Who are you talking to?
Last night I was on Ken's show, right? And I went through the history of during the vaccine and everything that happened with me. With
Are
Scott.
you talking?
He never heard this. I've said this on my own show in the past, that I was actually forced into taking one vaccine or I wouldn't have a job anymore. I took a Johnson & Johnson vaccine, got sick right away, and I purged myself of all the toxins out of my system. And I was sick for 2 days. That was the side effect of it. And I had to, even my boss, my manager at the hospital where I was working at, took me down to the clinic and make sure I got it because we were lying for 3 years about having the vaccine. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So now everybody is already like, even Cubby was hitting around like nobody here's got the vaccine. He said this on Thought Show earlier.
I did.
I talked to Scott about it live on Ken's show. I told him exactly the rundown of what exactly happened and why I was forced into taking it. It's either I wouldn't have a job, I didn't have anything in the backup that I had needed to pay my bills, so I did what I did. Yeah. So now everybody's like, "Oh, you took the vaccine?" Yeah, I didn't. I did it out of protest, dude. I was not I went almost 4 years under the radar by lying about it. It was mandated here. It makes me ask another question. How did everybody keep their jobs and their careers that are anti-vax now? Like anybody? Did everybody file lawsuits?
I would have still lied, even if they mandated it. The mandate don't mean nothing. I would have still said, and then they say, "Well, let's see your vaccination record." I'm sorry, there's HIPAA laws. You're not allowed to ask me about medical shit. What the fuck are you doing? You see?
They didn't. Nobody told me that. They just told me it was mandatory.
That's how they trick you, man.
This is before I even get.
Yeah, mandate just means a strongly worded request. It's
like
only valid if the requestee accepts.
Yeah. You see,
You
don't
accept
put over
the
that barrel,
contract,
were you?
it's not valid. If you don't accept the contract, it's not valid. It's that simple.
It's just like I'm saying.
I'm warning you now. We're going to get a lot of kickback for it on the show because of the conversation. And I don't care neither. But it's not the point. I'm letting you know what's going to happen. And that deplorable ilk guy, I'm going to show you what he's doing. Check this shit out. I'm going to take you to his channel right quick. This is mental, dude, and this has got to stop, dude. It really does. And it's even Andrew's involved in it.
I thought Andrew was taking care of that.
Hold up. No, I don't care.
No, Andrew is under fire from this guy.
I know. Andrew got
this
sucked
is the guy I'm talking
about.
You
did. Same way you did. He got sucked in.
His whole channel is dedicated to making our lives a living shit.
Do this.
And I'm getting kickback from my own family for this stuff, dude.
I tell my family to suck my ass, you know?
Okay, do you see this
I've already explained this to you. Okay, I've already explained it to you. Quit coming to me with this.
You're not looking?
You're not showing anything.
Okay, that's Andrew right here being arrested by the cops for doing maintenance in his own house. This is Roger repairing his truck in his car. This is Roger playing victim because he wants to do a copyright.
Roger, you're not
showing us anything.
You're not showing anything.
No, this is me interrogating Sawman Dan. This is yeah.
Are you talking to us?
Me. Are you talking to us, or are you describing pictures to us, or something?
Phil at Light. I don't understand what he's talking about there.
He can't.
But
hear
I mean,
us.
this is this whole show, dude. Nathan Oakley and me.
He can't. He fucking hear.
Flurf action.
Apparently not.
This is me and Duffy, the burden of proof kind of thing. His whole fucking channel, dude. This has got to stop. He's saying that Newton beating the fuck out of me. Who is this? Darwin's beating the fuck out of me. Einstein's beating the fuck out of me. You follow me? And he's going over here, JJ and Sav. This is the kind of shit that he thinks I'm in the stupid club. But if you watch any of these, they just trimming out clips.
Yeah. Hey, Roger, can you hear me? Can you hear me? What the fuck, man?
Apparently not. I don't know.
See, Jay Dreamer's a good guy.
I think he's got two different. I think he's talking
me
to
and
Brian.
him in the same barrel. You get my point? But I mean, if you go back, some of these are just trimmed out clips of this show.
It was making absolutely no sense because we can't see anything. You're not showing anything. There. Maybe you'll see that. I don't know. Maybe it's time you stop going online. It's causing you so much turmoil within your own family. No shit, man. Well, I don't, look, I told you I'm not going to play the why don't you yes but game. Okay. I've told you what to fucking do. Either do it or don't do it. There it is. Okay. I don't give a fuck about these people, and what they're doing and what they're saying or anything else. I don't even know who the fuck these people are. I don't want to know who these people are.
That's why I don't go on Discord or any of that shit.
I know.
No part of any of that business.
Hey, man. I ain't gonna be on Discord for shit, man. Yeah, let me bring this over here. Hang on. Stop sharing that. Share this. It's a different window, baby. Look at there. You were training AI while catching Pokemon. Now, myself, I never played this thing. I saw someone playing it. Where was I at? I was up way north of Bishop. Fuck, I was probably, I think I was up by Mammoth in California and saw these people out in the parking lot right on this curve, man, out there walking around with these goddamn phones looking at shit. And I was like, what the fuck are these people all doing? They were all walking around all stupid and shit. So I'm almost walking out in the fucking highway. I'm like, and so who was with me? I think my wife or something. They said, oh, that's at Pokemon Go. They're catching Pokemon. I'm like, what the fuck? And that was the first I'd heard of it. I never wanted to play it. I thought, no, that's weird. I just always thought Pokemon was weird.
I never got into Pokemon, let alone the game.
No, that's what I was saying. I've always been like, I think that the Japanese were trying to fuck our minds up with their cartoons and shit. I do. Because they always had the craziest shit,
Yeah, there's a lot of sexual connotations that are attached to a lot of it.
Hey, Saab, who is that above you, below me, right there, whatever that is?
Well, that's me.
That's you.
I'm above you now. Yeah.
Yeah, but
you're on here. You're on here twice.
Yeah, I left, literally. I clocked out.
Not soon enough.
Why?
Well, man, we were trying to tell you, dude. You were look at this is what they're doing. This is, and I'm like, you're not showing anything, and you couldn't hear us. We could hear everything you were saying.
I think you're having like a conversation with somebody else.
Yeah,
were you talking to somebody else?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I was on my stream. I logged out of StreamYard completely.
Oh, well, you were still on.
You were still here.
That's weird. Hold on. What did I say?
Oh, you go back and watch it. This guy does this to me, and this guy does this over here, and here's a picture of me with so and so, and here's this picture, and whatever else. And it was like, I'm trying to tell you, we can't see any of that shit.
Did you mute me?
I eventually did because you couldn't hear me. I'm trying to talk to you.
I left StreamYard.
No.
Well, you were still here.
Yeah.
Well, it's on video, so
yeah.
You can watch it later.
Yep. Go to the 3 hour mark. You'll see, or go to just before 3 hours.
Okay, I'll go look at it now.
Right.
Let me log out. I got to get my show going.
Okay, cool.
That was
500 million people installed Pokemon Go within 60 days of its launch. At its peak, 143 million people were walking around parks, sidewalks, and parking lots, pointing their phones at buildings and statues, trying to catch digital creatures layered on top of the real world. That was 2016. It's 2026 now, and Niantic just revealed what all of that was actually worth. Recently, Niantic Spatial, the AI company Niantic spun off after selling Pokemon Go, announced a partnership with Coco Robotics, a startup that runs delivery robots in cities across the US and Europe. Those robots are now navigating sidewalks using a visual positioning system trained on 30 billion images. 30 billion. And those images came from you. Those images came from your phone while you were catching Pokemon. Players thought the only thing at stake was a shiny Charizard at the local gym. But these players were actually building one of the largest real-world visual data sets in history, and nobody told them. So let's talk about what Niantic actually built, because the technology is genuinely impressive, even if the ethics are questionable. Niantic's visual positioning system can pinpoint your location on a map to within a few centimeters, not using GPS, but by looking at photos of nearby buildings and landmarks. You feed it a handful of pictures of your surroundings, and it tells you exactly where you are on Earth, down to the centimeter. And the way they got there is kind of brilliant. Pokemon Go placed Pokestops and gyms at real-world landmarks, things like churches, murals, public sculptures, storefronts. That meant millions of players were constantly pointing their phone cameras at these specific locations. Every photo came tagged with rich metadata, exact GPS coordinates, camera angle, phone orientation, movement speed and direction, time of day, weather conditions, and more. But it goes further than that. Niantic introduced augmented reality, or AR, scan tasks. These are missions that rewarded players for scanning real-world locations to create 3D models. By 2024, they were collecting up to 1 million new scans per week. Players did this because they got in-game rewards. Niantic did this because each scan was a data point in a massive spatial model. And here's what makes this dataset so uniquely powerful. The same locations were photographed by thousands of different users from different angles at different times of day in every weather condition. Google Street View sends a car down your road once every few years with a roof-mounted camera at a fixed height. Pokemon Go had millions of people capturing pedestrian-level imagery of sidewalks, building entrances, park paths, and alleyways, all places that mapping vehicles literally can't reach. And they did it continuously for 8 years. Brian McClendon, the CTO of Niantic Spatial, said it plainly, quote, "We know where you're standing within several centimeters of accuracy, and most importantly, where you're looking." That's not creepy to say at all. No mapping company with a fleet of vehicles could have replicated this on the same timeline or budget at this scale. Niantic got it for free. Actually, they got paid for it. Players were buying Pokeballs while generating the training data through in-app purchases. Now here's where it gets more complicated. Let's talk about who actually owns all of this data, because it's kind of a mess. In March 2025, Niantic sold its entire games division, which included Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom, and Monster Hunter Now, to Scopely for $3.5 billion. And Scopely is owned by the Savvy Games Group, which is the Saudi Royal Investment Fund's gaming arm. So Pokemon Go, the game that is still collecting scan data from players right now, is now owned by Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, Niantic kept the spatial AI business and the Ingress game, rebranding the enterprise side as Niantic Spatial. So the AI model trained on 8 years of historical Pokemon Go data belongs to Niantic Spatial. And the delivery robots using that model belong to Coco Robotics. 3 different enterprises, 3 different countries, 1 dataset, built by people who thought they were playing a game. And Niantic's privacy policy? It covers all of this. Their terms of service grant broad rights to use submitted data and pass those rights to other companies. The AR scan feature was technically voluntary. Nobody forced you to scan that statue, but it was gamified with in-game rewards, embedded in the normal flow of gameplay and presented as a fun feature, not a data contribution to a commercial geospatial product. The privacy policy itself doesn't exhaustively list what data is collected or all the purposes it's used for. It uses language like, quote, legitimate business objectives, which legally covers just about anything. And the uploaded AR imagery is reportedly anonymized during processing, but that almost doesn't matter. The valuable asset isn't your identity, it is, but it's the location data, the centimeter accurate, weather tagged, angle diverse, metadata rich location data. Now, let's zoom into the technical side for a minute, because I think this is where it gets really interesting if you're a developer. What Niantic Spatial is building is what they call a large geospatial model. Think of it as the spatial equivalent of a large language model. Instead of predicting the next word in a sequence, it predicts your location from visual input. You show it a photo of a building, and it tells you where in the world that building is with alarming accuracy. The reason this works is because of how the training data was collected. Traditional mapping data sets give you 1 image per location, taken from a fixed height at one time. Pokemon Go's dataset gives you thousands of images per location, taken from every conceivable angle across every lighting and weather condition over the span of 8 years. That's the kind of diversity that makes machine learning models robust. A model trained on this data doesn't just recognize a building on a sunny afternoon, it recognizes it at dusk. in rain, partially obscured by temporary structures, from across the street, from the entrance, from anywhere. And the applications extend way beyond delivery robots. AR glasses need this kind of positioning to overlay digital content on the physical world. Autonomous vehicles need it for navigation in urban areas where GPS bounces off buildings. Construction companies need it for site mapping. Urban planners need it for infrastructure modeling. And if you're thinking this sounds a lot like something that would be very useful for surveillance, you're not wrong. Popular Science flagged exactly this in their coverage. A system that can identify your precise location from a single photograph of your surroundings has obvious appeal to law enforcement and intelligence agencies. Niantic hasn't suggested any plans to provide this data to authorities, but the capability exists, and the precedent for government access to commercial data products is well established. This also isn't the first time we've seen this pattern. Google's reCAPTCHA had you clicking on traffic lights and crosswalks to prove you were human. What it was actually doing was training computer vision models for self-driving cars. You were doing free labor for Waymo every time you identified a bicycle in a grid of photos. Same playbook, useful task for the user, but the real purpose is dataset generation. Niantic just ran it for 8 years at a scale of 30 billion images across 143 million people at its peak. And this is the part that should actually make you uncomfortable. Not the technology, because that's kind of impressive, the consent model. When players opted into AR scans, they were presented with a game feature. Scan this statue, get some items. Nobody was presented with, quote, your scan data will train a commercial AI product that will be licensed to robotics companies to navigate delivery robots on public sidewalks, built on a platform now partially owned by a Saudi sovereign wealth fund. The purpose changed, but the consent didn't. And this matters because of the precedent it sets. Every app on your phone with camera and GPS access is sitting on the same potential gold mine. Your fitness apps knows your running routes. Your photo app has geotagged images of every place you've ever been. Your messaging app also has your location history. We've already seen what happens when this data leaks or gets repurposed. In 2018, Strava's heat map accidentally revealed the locations of secret military bases because soldiers were tracking their runs. The US Marine Corps had to issue guidance to Marines who played Pokemon Go about the same security implications. Can you imagine that conversation? The question isn't whether other companies will do what Niantic did. I can almost guarantee that other companies are doing this today. No one person can scroll through all the terms of service that they blindly accept, so it's easy for things like this to slip by. This is especially true because legal departments write the terms of service in legalese, making it nearly impossible for the everyday person to understand it. That means the question is actually, will they tell you when they do what Niantic did? Because stuff like this works. Gamify the data collection, bury the terms in a privacy policy nobody reads, and by the time anyone notices, you've got 30 billion images and a $3.5 billion exit. The most valuable AI training data sets in the world aren't being assembled in data centers. They're being built by people who have no idea they're building them. But tell me what you think. Did you play Pokemon Go? Did you do the AR scans? Let me know in the comments if this changes how you think about it. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
They've been building the infrastructure for a long time.
No shit. Well, it's always been the plan. See?
Yep.
Let's see, that group. What is that? Group. I hate that. I don't know why these tabs always want a group. I don't want to have groups. I don't like groups. We'll see if there's anything of interest here real quick. Oh, we saw that. That's... Let's see what I gotta do. Bam. Oh, hang on. Marco Rubio mentally preparing for a 17-hour hyperspace flight to the space wraith planet of Zelexor. There he is. He's ready.
I first saw it, I thought it was Peter Ducey or whatever that guy's name is.
He might be one of them. He's kind of wormy looking. What's this here? Oh, here's this. See, everybody's on this now. Look at here. The Nordic people somewhat resemble humans, and they have been experimenting with crossbreeding with humans. And he says some of them that there are aliens that are crossbreeds living in the world. Huh?
Wasn't today Disclosure Day?
Yeah, the movie came out. I saw reviews on it. People said it sucked.
I thought the files came out today too.
Oh, I don't know.
Not that it's
I
gonna be
haven't seen
anything.
anything on them. I'm just like, I don't care.
Well, I know, but
because they're so it's a psyop. I already know.
it's gonna be like the Epstein folders.
See. Okay, here's somebody talking about it. Just as you mentioned it, isn't that a coinky dink?
Okay, I'm warning y'all, do not watch Disclosure Day. Public service announcement. If you watch that movie, you are going to be visited by demonic beings. I believe that's the point of the entire thing. I just saw an interview with Sean Ryan and like a priest, and he was talking about consecrating movies and music to Satan. This is not a new thing. John Todd talked about this decades ago, about how they would cast magic, in like a room. There's a room in every record label, a throne room, where they'd put magic on top of the master record to have demons follow that. Now we know in Leave the World Behind, there's this really weird, this ominous hum that was present in the entire movie, right? And people felt really sick and uneasy while watching it. How coincidental is it that we've had the third file, or the third batch of files drop on the UFO files right before they push this movie out there? Why do you think that is? They want you to go watch this movie and get subliminally programmed to be out there. Look, people will tell you, people who mess around with all this spiritual wickedness, high places, they will tell you that you can summon, these whistleblowers have said that they can summon these ETs, these aliens, by being outside and thinking of them. So by you watching the movie, having spells brought into your house or in the theater, in your subliminal mind, you're going to be attracting this spiritual wickedness right to you, and I promise you it will come.
Well, I don't know. We'll see if we see any reports of people being visited by demons from watching that movie. Oh God. See, here's somebody. If the image is not fake, these are Pleiadians, a benevolent alien race whom you may know as elves helping humans evolve. See, this is the fucking dumb shit people believe, man. They're probably telling Trump to stop wars and start caring for Americans' economic situation. Let's hope Trump listens. See, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm fucking saying. People are believing this dumb shit. At least they're acting like it and trying to get others to, Pied Piper in with them, Pied Piper and people into going, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, follow the shoe. No, follow the gourd. Come on, man.
It'll be something new tomorrow, man. The news cycle moves too fast these days. Can't stay focused on one thing for too long.
See, it's all right. I just keep a nice steady buzz going. I do all right. Look here.
Let it all roll off.
What's this? 14-year-old victim deletes that U.S. President pervert pinches her nipple. Oh, that was the one that Biden pinched on her nipple.
Yeah, they all do it, apparently.
Yeah, they're good.
Got them presidential powers.
Oops.
It's not a conspiracy. It's common sense. Conspiracies have no sustenance, and they're hard to prove, if not impossible. A theory with receipts becomes an educated hypothesis. And if the receipts are deep enough, it just becomes fact, like gravity. So it's time to wake up. So far this year, we got what? Lyme disease, alpha-gal, and hantavirus. Now, here we are with a Lyme disease vax, another one for alpha-gal now. And yes, the hantavirus. So, who really thinks this is about your health? Not convinced? Here's another layer. The Lyme disease vax. Nanotechnology. Then alpha-gal, also nanotechnology. And it's the same thing with the hantavirus. Nanotechnology. Oh, and just for further reference, they got Ebola virus covered too, with nanotechnology. So tell me, who really thinks this is about our health? And that's it. Let me know. And stay safe.
He's on to that. I mean, I see that too. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna have that vaccine. Okay, yeah, sure. Just so happens they just come out with it. Boom, here we go.
Yeah. The Hegelian dialect, man. They've already got the cure for the problem. So they can be our heroes.
I think this is like Michael Jackson's coat, though, that this guy's wearing. What do you think?
I didn't think about that. That's funny.
I thought it was Edgar Winter at first. I was like, what the fuck is Edgar Winter wearing Michael Jackson's coat for? You ever seen that
He's
dude?
black, he's white. Edgar Winter, probably, but it's been so long I can't put a face to it.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, I can't put the face to
He's
it.
an
For some reason.
albino. He's albino.
Oh,
Yeah. His brother Johnny Winter is a really good guitarist too.
What was the band he was in? Edgar Winter band?
Edgar Winter group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was in another group, but anyway.
What the fuck? Oh man. They're Targaryens.
What?
Targaryens from the Game of Thrones. Look,
I never got into that show. I watched some of it, but
I liked it, man.
a lot of people did.
Algae resurfaces in reflecting pool after multi-million-dollar fixes. How about that? It's a swamp to begin with. Fucking DC's already a swamp. It's really low.
Yeah, I know.
It's humid as fuck. It's worse.
I know. I experienced it. It was bad.
I mean, it's
4th of July
worse than it is here. I mean, it gets bad here in the valley.
I got sunburnt like hell when I was up there one 4th of July. Really bad.
Listen, when here where I live at today, the humidity was like so bad that like you just sweat and then you're just slimy.
Yeah.
It doesn't evaporate, and there was not a breeze a bit blowing at all. It was just like, oh,
That's the way it was a couple of days ago before the storms rolled in. We had a little bit of a cool front come in today, so it wasn't as bad. It still sucked, but it wasn't nearly as bad. It had been a couple of days prior, but you guys must have got it after we did.
Yeah, we got hit with some rain and wind, really heavy duty wind come through here yesterday, and it was power outages around town. I know, because I saw on Facebook some people not far from here. Now our power went out, then came back on, then it went out, then came back on. It did that about 4 times, and then it stayed on. But other places, shit, they were still out of power this morning. Like just a couple miles from here. So yeah. Trees. A lot of times the biggest problem with that is when you got high winds is the trees. They come down. This is why I don't get it, man. Why the fuck don't they run that shit underground?
I don't know, like fiber optic.
Yeah, man. Run it underground. It's more aesthetically pleasing. You don't have all these fucking unsightly poles and wires and shit. And especially here, that's one of the things that pisses me off. I'll see a beautiful view that I want to take a picture of, and there's a fucking power lines in the way.
Yeah.
And I got to position myself somewhere where I don't get the power lines. It's just, fuck, I got them running back over here, back over there. Jesus.
We know the big excuse is going to be like, we don't have the money to do that. Of course, anything
you got
that makes sense.
You got billions a day to throw into the fucking
right
Iran thing that we didn't need to do at all for any reason whatsoever.
Make up a lie. There's that, and then they're always talking about how then you got to, if a problem occurs, you got to go dig it back up. But it's really not that far under. But anyhow,
Yeah. I mean, there's ways to do that, and they do
Yeah.
it. There's crews that
Yeah,
go
you
out
make-
and repair fiber optics that have been corrupted underground.
yeah, you make access points and stuff. But yeah,
Exactly. Come on.
Are you sitting down? You're going to want to sit down and prepare yourself for this. This morning at 7:30 a.m., Trump announced that the United States Army will be taking Karg Island. We are going to destroy Iran's military for the 50th fucking time, and then we are going to take total control of their oil and gas infrastructure. That's boots on the ground. Trump just announced boots on the ground, going to take the island. But then 5 hours went by and he was like, psych, we got a full deal, bitches. Trump has just announced that now he has a full and complete fucking peace deal, all 5 points. Every single country in the entire region is all going to agree to this. All he has to do is announce when they are going to sign it. And then he says, we're going to keep the full blockade in place. And it is like, this is fucking retarded. None of this is reality. I hope you have all figured out at this point that none of that lands anywhere in reality. Israel will never allow Trump to end this conflict. At best, what we will have here is a frozen conflict where we just keep taking pop shots at each other. There's no way. We're taking no island. Like, we can't even, they're shooting down Apache helicopters and fucking $30 million drones of ours every day. 57 aircraft we have lost. Every time we get close, boom, blows it out of the fucking air. We have now had more losses in the Iran war than, you have to go all the way back to World War II to see these numbers of losses in aircraft. Like, we're getting our asses handed to us over there by a bunch of fucking Persians just that are supposedly just got nothing, right? They got nothing. They got no military left. They got no navy left, but somehow they still hold the strait and are shooting our shit out of the air. Just they're throwing rocks at it. That's going to be their next thing. Well, Iran was throwing rocks at us and they took down one of our F-35 jets because, well, we designed our jets. They're impervious to lasers and they're stealth, but we just never planned for them throwing rocks at us. And that it's the F-35's one weakness is throwing rocks. Same for Apache helicopters. They've got no defense against rocks and sand. This is why I wait till like 11 o'clock at night to do any news updates for you guys, because it's just back and forth all day. Fucking whiplash. Like, my wife is better at making up her mind about where she wants to eat than Donald Trump is about whether or not we're fucking doing a peace deal or going to war. So I just settle in for another forever war. This has no end. This only ends when Iran solves our Israel problem for us. And then we all have to write thank you cards to Iran. So go down to the store and get some thank you cards because it's coming sooner or later. Like, there is no other option here, right? We're just delaying the inevitable because if you couldn't fucking defeat them by now, nothing's coming down the pipeline. There's nothing coming down the pipeline. Our military-industrial complex has fucked us all with their corruption and their stupidity, taking our military in the complete wrong direction of expensive, overcomplicated, slow-to-build military weapons that we barely have like 5 of. And we're like, oh, we got this bunker buster bomb and it'll go fucking 2 miles in the fucking ground. How many you got? Well, 1. We have 1. Oh, you got 1 bomb? Oh, good job, guys. Good job, because 1 bomb won every fucking war, right? These motherfuckers have never read war strategy at all. I feel like I could honestly send one of my cows in to run the Pentagon and they would do a better job because the cow would just do nothing. And doing nothing would be better than what these fucking retards have done. My God, dude. My God. Good luck to you all. We'll see what the end of the day brings. Long live the Republic.
That's pretty good. No shit. That's where I'm at with this, man. It's like, God damn it, man. And like I said earlier, if you've ever actually talked to any of these guys, like that Vivek fucking guy and my God, any of them, this Senator Mark Warner, I've talked to him too. He's fucking retarded. Yeah.
Is he from Virginia? Is he a Virginia guy? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's dumber than fuck. You know, and I can tell. You know, you can tell when you meet him because they got that like they're looking through you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
really
why,
out.
like I said, our state representative, he was the ex-weather guy here. He's a gay dude, but that dude is not qualified. He ain't even qualified to do the weather, let alone, you know. Well, I guess he kind of fits right in up there being gay, but I mean, outside of that, you know, this guy he's got that blank NPC stare too, that four-eyed stare.
Yeah, like they got some kind of worms in their brain or something.
Yeah, screw worms. Shoot, I was gonna ask you. Oh, what happened to that freaking your guys' last governor? What, he disappeared? He go into Trump's administration?
Northam?
Yeah, Northam.
I don't know, man.
He just
I
kind of
don't know.
disappeared, huh?
Yeah, everybody was so pissed off with this fucking spam burger broad.
Yeah. No.
And listen, guys, we're gonna do the rest of the flat Earth history, lost history of flat Earth. I tell you God's honest truth, man. I fucking forgot. I did.
Oh, about doing that?
Yeah, until
I've seen that so many times now. But I like playing. I played it for a couple. I've woke people up with that now. Actually, recently.
Yeah, it's got
played
some
that
good
for
shit.
my aunt. I kind of turned my aunt into it. Turned it on to her, I should say.
So I'm just looking to see if there's anything interesting before I get off of here. Because yeah, I'm starting. I've been up since early time. Yeah, been up since way early in the morning. Oh, they're still going on. They're really trying to push this Nordic thing. You know,
Until Monday when the news cycle changes.
Right, everybody's. They're gonna see. See, this is why it was put up and then taken down. Okay, so that people would have it. But it was suspiciously taken down. Why?
Yeah.
No explanation. They're not answering any questions. Oh my God. What's actually going on? Get everybody talking about it. And they're going to test it out. They're going to see, right? Before they even respond to anything, they're going to see what's out there in the sphere. Now, they're little blue check mark people that they have on Twitter and the people that they have on Facebook and the other social media are going to post that picture and ask stupidly, what is this about? What is actually going on? You're going to have your other people saying, these are obviously Nordics, you know, these are obviously Pleiadians or whatever fucking shit. And then you got people like me. Somebody says, what do you think's going on here? I said exactly what the picture was intended to do, make you react the way you are. I says, can you say PSYOP? They don't put out shit like that by they certainly didn't accidentally put out any fucking Epstein shit that they had to hurry up and retract. Did they? No.
Nope.
You don't ever see him accidentally release Trump FaceTime and Putin while he's sitting on the shitter. Right?
Yeah.
So,
I think the only controversy that's going to come of this whole UFC thing is that somebody's going to say something in one of their, like the post-fight interview or something, is the only thing I can really see coming of that. Outside of that, I don't really get any weird vibes like something crazy is going to happen. But who knows? Whatever. You wake up every day is a new psyop, right?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's just all they do is psyops.
I suppose though, who knows? There could be people, controversial people that show up as guests there that'd be like, well, what, you know, and start making connections as to why they were there and what they were there for and stuff like that. But who knows? There's a more dedicated crowd out there than me to finding out this stuff.
I was hoping I could find something on that. Let me see. Let's see. I wanted to show something with the lights on because the airplanes are bitching about it. DC shut down departures for skydiving practice for the UFC event.
Yes.
So,
see, that's the other that drives me nuts when they do shit like that. At all the sporting events, they fly over the bombers or whatever the planes. It's like, okay,
yeah,
you know, gas is such high prices, but we can just freaking throw some planes up in the air, and that doesn't cost anything. But whatever. It gets people all riled up, Oh my gosh, the planes flew over during the national anthem. I can't believe it. They only do it every single time.
What is this?
And that's all. It goes right out their mind once everything starts,
Oh, okay, so they're at the Lincoln Memorial because they're doing they were doing weigh-ins. Let's see.
Oh, they did it there.
Yeah, here. Said a top UFC fighter is introduced.
Dipshit. Sean O'Malley. Dude's a goofball.
White contender in the world, fighting out of Peoria, Arizona, USA. Here is the Sugar
We're fucking idiocracy, Chad.
I can see that.
We are fucking idiocracy.
Was thought to be a concern early on, became the undisputed bantamweight champion, and man, does he like the matchup in front of him here in Washington, D.C. He's a 4-1 favorite against Ayman Zahabi.
Become the first three-division champion in UFC history by capturing the heavyweight gold. This Brazilian kickboxer has ended 11 of his 13 victories by knockout. He is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC light heavyweight champion. Please welcome Alex Poatan Herrera.
The funny thing for this being the big 250 America celebration, they sure do got a lot of foreign non-English speaking fighters there, but I think that's by design. Like I said, it could go wrong with somebody saying something like they wouldn't put Sean Strickland there or Bryce Mitchell or anything like that, because they know they'd say something crazy on the mic afterwards about like Epstein or what have you. Israel. Take your pick. He's about.
What are these? Their kids or something?
No. I think they're just a
They
thing they're doing. They do stupid. It's very fitting for the White House, isn't it?
That's what I was just thinking, man. Like, here, you each get your own kid. It's America's birthday. United States' birthday isn't until July 4th. Not
I know.
Donald Trump's fucking birthday. What a dick. He's such a dick. I mean, for real, he's a dick. This is fucking crazy. So that's from on the stage. We get the idea. But there's other down here of look at this is outside. We got good music going.
Some eerie skies there.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, the skies were fucking crazy looking today.
Have been the past couple days here.
Look at their pink. This is kind of beautiful though. Look.
Tonight we come to you live from the historic Lincoln Memorial, a site where so many famous speeches have been given, including Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech back in 1963. Tonight, we'll see who shines at the UFC Freedom 250 press conference.
Wow. Quite a production. There's a lot of people there, though.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Look, there's Forrest Gump.
Jenny. Sorry, Black Panther Party.
This is nuts, man. UFC holding press conference at the Lincoln Memorial is an incredible scene. Yeah, right out of Idiocracy. I'm serious.
Sponsored by Brondo.
Look at this bullshit, man. Because he gets a chubby over sweaty men.
Crypto.com.
Man. Jesus, criminally. What? Yeah, see those lights flaring up like that coming out
Yeah.
of the. That's what the airplanes are complaining about.
It's not too far from where they had that helicopter crash into the plane too, right?
I know, right? It's probably. Oh yeah, we'll
Supposedly.
have another one happen. What's that lighting? Photos of tonight's press conference at the Lincoln Memorial. That's a cool picture right there, isn't it?
Yeah,
You got a
that's
rainbow
weird.
and lightning all in one shot. That's spectacular.
That happened here the other day.
God, that's a lot of people too, man.
Jeez.
There's all the people. This is the guy you're talking about. That's
Yeah, Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley.
Look how many American flags are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess there's a few more than I realized, but 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about even, I guess, when you look at it.
We got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 Brazilian, 3 Brazilian, 1 Canadian. And what's this country?
That's Georgia.
Okay.
But
I didn't know what their flag looked like. Cool. Well, I wish them all. I hope they beat the fuck out of each other. I guess. I mean, is that what you do? You know,
that's what they do.
You guys. I hope you guys beat the fuck out of each other. Have a good time, man.
Yeah, enjoy CT in the future.
Well, listen, we gotta end this poll too, real quick.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep, in the poll. And we've got 133 votes. I'll give you all a minute. Everybody vote in the poll. Will the orange turd fall asleep at his UFC event?
I voted no.
I think he will. We might actually see him fucking die. Because I think he's going to die on camera. I really do. And it's
at this point, you should put a bet on Polymarket who's going to die first. Or if we don't even know he hasn't, but is Biden or Trump going to die first?
Ooh.
That's a real bet right there.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. We got 81% says yes. So most people think he probably will fall asleep. Like, he fell asleep in a $10 million box seat, for crying out loud, man. I don't think he's going to last long through this. Look, they had a flyover.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
they do this at every event.
Look at this thing.
What a waste. They look more like the Blue Angels.
It's the Blue Angel and something else together.
Thunderbirds.
Yeah, Thunderbirds. Yeah.
Not even red, white, and blue smoke. Come on, guys. You're losing your touch.
Yeah, Air Force Thunderbirds and the Navy Blue Angels.
I think the Thunderbirds are from Canada, aren't they? I could be wrong.
No, they're the Thunderbirds are from the.
It's the Snowbirds I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Thunderbirds are from the Air Force.
Yeah, it's the other ones. So those other birds, the Canadian geese I'm thinking
of. Oh, here comes some helicopter came in. What is it? Park Police Eagle 3 helicopter is circling the Lincoln Memorial. This was too hard tonight. Turning heads over UFC chaos. There it is. Wait, there it is flying around. See it? Oh. What are they doing? Turning heads over the UFC chaos. Standard protocol for big DC events. Okay. Well, that's pretty much everything that's going on there.
What does say tickets starting at what? There ain't no way that was. Go scroll up from where you were. Starting at $25 my ass. That's just for parking, probably. Might even not be for that.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. You watch it on some kind of a fucking big screen TV or something. Probably what that is.
I've noticed they're cracking down on all the streaming sites because of the World Cup, though.
Yeah.
Jerks.
Look at this shit's everywhere, and he's fucking, oh, like he really met with aliens or something. Oh, real quick, we got to hear what she's got to say with it.
Oh, you just like looking at her, don't lie.
She's a butterface. Oops.
Butterface.
Yep, I don't know who these people are, but if you go into any comment section on any video or photograph of these people with Trump, people are guessing lizard people, the Volturi from Twilight, elves like Legolas from Lord of the Rings. I mean, aliens? I don't know. Or they could just be British. I don't know. What is going on here? I don't know.
They could just be British.
Lack of sunshine. Lack
Man,
of vitamin D.
It's fucking everywhere. Look, that's that one, and we're here, the thing with it. What are they talking about?
And you know it's meant to be.
Canadian Swamp King. It's the end of the world as we know it.
This is why I can't be on X or any of those things for that matter.
Oh yeah, this is that guy. He knows all about these aliens.
Oh, this ding dong.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What the heck's that guy's name?
You're buying into this?
What is this?
God. Human race learns to read the language of symbolism. A great veil will fall from the eyes of men. Manly P. Hall. Ooh, look at that.
Dude, I scroll enough on YouTube. If I had any of these other platforms, I wouldn't have a life. I don't have. I'm like, I scroll too long on YouTube, and I'm like, all right, time to get it back into the real world.
Oh yeah, we don't need that. God, stupid parents.
Oh my God, why would you even? I mean, Michael Jackson to try it, but
God, they have a high fertility rate though. They can afford it. I think.
The heck?
I don't know. I've seen it.
Just so many different random things going on.
I know that's what I know.
It's like Sinbad or something.
Who's ever talks about like its own? I don't know, but I got to get off here. I'm tired.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here. Thanks for coming on, Chad.
Yeah, man.
Roger gets through his little arguing thing. He'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean,
You'll give it cold fucking traction, they go away.
Yeah.
They go away. You're giving them their food. That's what they after. They want to piss you off, get a reaction. Look here. I can make him squeal. See? I don't know. I'm just like, I don't care. I honestly, truly don't care.
No, they make videos about me. I could give two shits less. Have fun.
Yeah, whatever. Hope you get a lot of good views on that. Whatever. See ya.
I don't know you. I never will know you, so it's no big deal.
No. And chances are anybody I actually know has never even heard of you. So fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. That's almost 100% chance of that.
Oh,
that was good. Never mind. Another day.
Get like there's a real, like they're really important or something,
Right.
And it's like, no, dude, no, you're not important.
I know.
Anyway, thanks for coming on, Chad.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Next time, buddy. And I'm gonna let everybody know that don't forget the Lord loves a working man. Don't trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And it's better to shit in the sink than it is to sink in the shit. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind.